Drip, drip, rip and dip. Here we go. Drip, drip, rip and dip. And we are live. We are live. Yo, 1 mil for Zill. Yo, hashtag 1 mil for Zill. Put it in the comments. 1 mil for Zill. Can everyone hear me okay? The sound is not the best, but come on in. Start chatting. Start talking to each other. I'll be right back with you because we do have a mystery unboxing today. Another award. You got to do it. You got to do it. We got another award here in the mail, and this is a culture. This is a community. We're going to open it together, obviously. So just sit tight. You know, we got this one here. We got this one. The Buddha's here. Mara's here. You know what I mean? Everyone's here for the drip, 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 rip and dip. Hashtag 1 mil for Zill. Put in a 1 mil for Zill. If you're really ripping and dipping like that, put in a 1 mil for Zill in the comment section. BabaJi is going to be right back in like 2 seconds. Hold on. This is what a beautiful community we have. What a beautiful community. I knew that you guys would love to just come in and watch me unbox an award because that's what you do on YouTube. Isn't it? That's what you do on YouTube. Let's take a look at these comments. Look at that. Look at that. Here we go. 1 mil for Zill, baby. 1 mil. Wow. We got to do a look back on his December month because that was like, yeah, but it's March. Yeah, dude, that's tight, man. 1 mil for Zill, baby. I wonder if they sent him the award plaque. I should text him. But come on in, have a chat, have a talk. We're going to open the new award. I'll be right back. BabaJi's going to be right back with you. And listen, in the meantime, let me play some music for y'all. Play a little music. Let me play a little music for my congregation, for my community. Why don't I play a little music for the culture, for the community? I just got back from the Banff. They're like doing an online information session. So I was just doing that. 1 mil for Zill, baby. That's so tough. That's amazing, man. That is so sick, man. 1 mil, dude. Where is everything? Okay, here we go. Here we go. And share screen and advanced. Oh, wait, share. Bing, bang, share sound. And God is great. And here we go. No. Come on in. This is Cyber Dreams Chill Wave. Gonna get y'all coming in, chilling, ripping and dipping. I'll be right back. We're gonna talk about these gas prices. We're gonna talk about my trip to the United States, maybe moving to the United States, but we will be unboxing this award because listen, this drip podcast is not hosted by some hoo-has. Okay, it's awarded by a Canadian Screen Award winner. And guess what? We got the second award coming in just a couple of minutes. So make sure you come on in, have a little chat with each other. Louis Vuitton says the congregation has been tainted. What do you mean? How dare you? I'll be right back. Hang on, Ray. Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in to the congregation. Come on in, come on in, come on in to the congregation. Welcome to the community service, everybody. Welcome to the community service. Today we'll be unpacking an award. Wow, unpacking this is basically what now Steven's going to be unpacking a 1 milli. Oh, it's gold, right? Is it gold, the 1 milli? That's huge. Let's check it out. EA, $2. Congrats. Thanks, baby. Love you. Louis Vuitton. Proud of Amish. PewDiePie still has the coolest plaque YouTube ever made. Really? I haven't seen that one. We'll have to check it out. 4 Hour Life. Amish, are you doing another live today? Another one later today? I should, to catch up on yesterday. Thanks for keeping on 4 Hour Life. That's actually very good of you to notice that. And you know what? We might have to do it. We might have to do it for the culture, for the community. Urana Bruce says, PewDiePie will always be YouTube king. You know what? Yeah, Pootie is hot, dude. And I am ashamed of the Indian culture for attacking him with the T-Series brand. Because really, PewDiePie was the #1 channel. And then what does India do? They're always cheating. They come in with this 100-year-old music brand called T-Series. And they're giving out free phones to people. And on the phone, they're auto-subscribed to T-Series. This is what they did to take out PewDiePie. That's the real attack on PewDiePie, is the Indian community. And that's fine. And, I am on their side in a sense. But in another sense, I think it's like, you got to give that respect to PewDiePie that India, think of the population, right? This is a bit of a numbers game, right? Just think of the population difference. They're coming in, they have to do T-Series too. T-Series it's not nothing. T-Series is coming in hard at Pewdie. And it's that's what it had to, you know what I mean? That's rude, I felt like. Urana Brute, PewDiePie will always be YouTube king, of course. Adama says, praise Adama, proud of Adama. Yeah, we should all love ourselves. We should all love ourselves. That's very good, Adama. Ryan Krishnamurti, Amish. Ryan Krishnamurti. Krishnamurti. That's good. I like that name. 4 Hour Life. Amish, I live in EU. Can you please keep that in mind? It's 7 p.m. here. Oh, good call. Thanks, 4 Hour. Wow. I thought 4 Hour Life is here telling me to do more karmas. 4 Hour Life is here saying, don't make sure that us in Europe can see all the karmas, Amish. Make sure us in Europe can see it. Jordan Dunn says, keep striving for greatness. Of course, we have to. Digital marketing humans. Let's go. Amish, woo, Fern, 1 mil for Zill. Let's take a look at this 1 mil for Zill. This is a true God is great moment. And I've always told Zilla, I said, Stephen, a high tide raises all the boats. A high tide raises all the boats. You will prosper. We will prosper. All will prosper. Hold up. Why am I on my own YouTube channel? As y'all know, I switched my YouTube channel. Oh my God. I switched my YouTube channel to full time now. My YouTube channel is the Drip. No, I got my Plus account on Drip. Just to let the people at YouTube know I'm here. I'm loyal. Even Roberto Blake, our guru of the channel, even told me that. He's like, you know what? It doesn't hurt. Get YouTube Plus. If you got YouTube Plus, Roberto Blake didn't say go get YouTube Plus now. He didn't say that. But he said if you got YouTube Plus, yeah, put it on the Drip channel. Let them know that hey, don't flag me too much. We got to say some controversial shit, some crazy shit. My personal channel, it's a loving kind. It's actually converting to a full-time loving kindness channel. If you think about it, meditation. There's bits at my meditation. I'm the only Guruji in the game that does comedy bits before his meditation. But there's bits over there. But they're not going to have the heat that this, you know what I mean? The Drip needs that support of hey, YouTube, I'm investing. I'm supporting the community. Let's see what CopyZilla's main. It must be. Did he do a million sub celebration? Wow. Floyd Mayweather scammed me. 3 minutes 40. Let's just watch it.
I don't lose at nothing. It's back.
Correction. Mr. just got unbanned from scamming is back. This time, he's selling NFTs. Now, I'm going to tell you guys this is an obvious. You just read the signs. But since Floyd can't read, I'm going to explain it to you all by telling you the history of Floyd Money Mayweather.
Hold up. Can y'all see this? Tell me if you can see this. Can you see this? With all due respect, why can't you speak Hindi? Hindi mujhe zarur aata hai bhai Benji. How's that for a little Hindi? 4 Hour Life. 4 Hour Life coming in here thinking I don't know Hindi, dude. What do you think? What do you think? I'm over here. I don't speak a little bit of Hindi. Jarur aata hai Hindi, BabaJi. How about that?
Mayweather and crypto.
Let's watch this. This is the last video he did. March 22nd, came up yesterday. 22. 2022. Interesting. Just, something to think about. Let's give that a like, obviously. Do our karmas here. Of course, we're going to give it the like. Damn, Floyd Mayweather deleted several of these promotions. 1 million. What should we write here? Let's think of something tight as a group. Like, what do we write? Tabit ababane. Just see the chat for our life. You said you couldn't speak Hindi on a boss's podcast. I mean, BabaJi, namaste, aata hai thodak. My life is now complete. Thanks for the Hindi. 4-hour life. Tere liye sab kuch kar sakta hai. I just said anything for the congregation. Anything for the congregation. Yeah. So we're over here on the last video. This is the video that maybe pushed him over into the 1 million subs. I don't know, but let's take a look at it.
Mr. I don't lose at nothing is back.
Correction, Mr. just got unbanned from scamming us back. This time, he's selling NFTs. Now, I'm going to tell you guys this is an obvious scam if you can just read the signs, but since Floyd can't read, I'm going to explain it to you all by telling you the history of Floyd, Money Mayweather, and crypto. Our story starts in 2018 when Floyd Mayweather was banned for 3 years from promoting securities after scamming his fans with an ICO called Cintratec. He was promoting tons of these ICO scams at the time, and he also narrowly avoided an ICO fraud lawsuit for the same thing under the defense that he wasn't actually influential enough to convince people to buy the scam. And now that it's 2022, his 3-year securities ban is over, and he's back to scamming again. He's currently being sued once again for his promotion of Ethereum Max alongside Kim Kardashian, and also has gotten really into NFTs.
And if you're in the NFT world and you betting on me, you will never lose. But what I need you to do right now, go get Mayweather. That's my new NFT. I've been working on that for months. If I win, you win.
Now, it's pretty obvious from these comments that Floyd has learned nothing after not reading the SEC settlement. So maybe that's why he tells us we can't lose by betting on it. So let's put that to the test with his last 3 NFT projects.
I'm dropping my NFT tonight. FloydNFT.com, August 10th. Go get it right now. Matter of fact, don't even wait till August 10th. Get it now. My NFT.
Wow, these sales. Floyd Money Mayweather, like the fact that he calls himself Money Mayweather, like the sales ability of this guy. This is why, like, when someone who's like a nice person thinks about a scam, I'm just like, you don't have it. You're not going to be able to pull this off. You know what I mean? Like, and that's a good thing. You're not a psycho. You're not a psycho. You're not a maniac. That's what I always try to tell people. It's like, what do you want to do a scam for? Do you have the heart to look into your fans who love you and say, get the NFT, get it right now, get the NFT? That's why I can't believe that people in our own community, in our own congregation, were honestly worried that, like, I was going to start a scam. Excuse me, just cool it, okay? The digital ashram is being built. It's behind me as we speak. We're building the digital ashram, and I don't need these accusations. Oh, I'm just starting an NFT scam. Obviously, I was joking. By the way, his NFT action figure that he made, pretty sick. Like, wait, where's the NFT? Here it is. Look at this.
This time, he's selling NFT.
That's a pretty sick NFT. Like, why isn't this just a toy? I guess because if you make it into a toy, it's like then you got overhead, right? Like, just send a picture of it. Is that the NFT? Is that NFTs? Is it like, hey, I could have made a product or merch for you. You know what we should do as an NFT here on the channel? We should do NFT called Drip Merch. And it's just pictures of merch, but we don't make it. That's what this is. That's what he's doing. His NFT is an action figure of him. Send the action figure. I'm sick of these con artists, dude. Just make the action figure. That's sick. You're 80% onto a banger idea here, dude. And you're a cajillionaire. Do you need to do a scam? What is with the millionaires doing scams? That's the thing. That's why I tell people, like, you're not a psycho. You can't do it. Some people can say, okay, can you look into your fans' eyes and just sell them a scam? Some people say, yeah, no problem. Can you do it even after? Would you keep doing it after you're still rich? That's the real question. And if the answer to that question is no, you probably just can't do it from the beginning. Just stop. That's my digital ashram right there in the back. What a beautiful shot. It made designed by Ed Lajinsky, of course. But let's finish this video. Damn, this is the 1 million hitter video.
Indeed a huge
1 million sub video on CoffeeZilla. Let's take a look at it.
Success for Floyd.
He thinks he left the show. You know what? You can't leave the show, Steven. He thinks, I got to go. And then it's too much heat on the drip. Too late, Steven. You're on the drip. Let's keep it going.
Mayweather, who raked in $4.9 million. But what happened to his fans? Well, they're furious because the price of this NFT has collapsed over 90%, and they angrily responded in the comment section, you already have an NFT project. It's called @RealFloyd NFT. You released it last year and then stopped working on it immediately after. Have you been punched in the head so much you're forgetting these things now? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I know it looks bad. Logan Paul may have rocked Floyd more than we care to believe, but there's more to this story. Bored Bunny is another NFT scam that Floyd promoted. Anyone want to guess how that went?
January 4th, Board Bunny will launch. Everybody stay tuned.
Now, if you were dumb enough to stay tuned to this one, it dropped like a rock, 90% losses. And then, of course, you have the Bored Bad Bunny project, which Floyd also promoted, which is like Bored Bunny, but badder?
Bad Bunny.
Worse?
Imagine he copyright strikes the drip. Oh my God, I'm going to be so mad at him if he copyright strikes. I'm going to be like, dude, it's your 1 million sub celebration video. Just cool it. Steven.
World is on fire. Bored Bunny, we killed the first one. Right now, we about to drop another Bored Bunny, but it's Bored Bad.
No, Steven put that up. I was like, dude, no, it's funny that Steven put it up. I do think it's funny. But how funny if Floyd put it up? That'd be so funny.
We killed the first one. Right now, we about to drop another.
Oh, Steven showing that we killed the first one means no all losses. Yeah, no.
Another Bored Bunny, but it's Bored Bad Bunny. First one was crazy. Now this one, you got to check it out.
All right, fine, Floyd. I'll check it out.
Oh my God. Can you scam? Of course the answer is no. How could you scam? Can you do this?
And it went to 0. But if you thought those were all the skeletons in Floyd's closet, you're wrong.
Meta Skeletons. I personally want to say thank you to the artist and the team over at Meta Skeletons.
That's right. He wants to thank them for paying him to say this. And you guys, your investment is, we checked the numbers on this. Oh, gone, right? This NFT's worthless now. So to summarize Floyd, Money Mayweather in a way his fans can understand, Floyd is 0-9 with an astonishing 2 lawsuits and 1 TKO from the SEC. And he wants you to bet on him. He wants to go one more round in the ring. He wants to get paid again. And it doesn't sound like a good idea.
Holy shit, this just looks like a movie over there. Like he's got a movie set, basically. This is incredible
To me.
When it comes to legalized bank robbing, I'm the best.
Oh, that's so sad. Well, I hope y'all didn't lose any money on that. I hope y'all didn't lose any money and you learned something. And you learned something. Did you learn something? Take notes. No, you can't. That's why I tell people, it's like, why are you trying to be a scam? Like, you can't do it. You have to be a psycho, basically. You have to be a psycho. As I float around my digital ashram. That's pure source energy, that lake right there. And that's the ashram made by Ed Lachinsky in the Ukraine. You know what? You know what would be like such a Floyd Mayweather thing to do, like kind of scammy, is I should say, support the digital ashram. It helps Ukraine. Something like that. No, we can't do that. Obviously, we can't do that. Support Ukraine. Build the digital ashram. It is supporting Ukraine, though, if you think about it. Support the victims of this war in Ukraine. Give to the digital ashram. No, honestly, our money's going to go there. We have new designs. Designs have to be upgraded, people. Okay, this digital ashram is not going to build itself. And this is the official drip digital ashram now. That's why the lake of source is going through there. But no meditations on this channel. That's the rule. That's the deal. No meditations on this channel. But this digital ashram must be built right here. And yeah. No, but I would never, like, honestly scam you guys. Like, it's so ridiculous that he does this. And then he puts this, like, NFT, like, how much money do you need? You know? Go for a hike. Go for a walk, Floyd. Do a meditation. Do a loving kindness. You're a millionaire. And, like, the love of these fans is what you have. Like, this is what you get to live with for the rest of your life now. You have this retirement almost, this egg of, like, these people love me. Honestly, there's people like Floyd Mayweather that for the rest of their lives, they just go around and they just talk at a place, not stand up. Some of them call it stand up. Like, I remember when I did stand up in the US, sometimes they had, like at Helium, let's say, right? Great club, love the club. Great guy, Andrew in Buffalo, great guy, love yous. Great guy. You know, always down to do a booking for me. You know what I'm saying? Always down to hook me up. It's a great guy, love it. So anyway, the club, 70% of the time, real comics. 30% of the time, they had someone like Jake the Snake Roberts. It's fine. I'm not saying not a comic. Even the guy, one time I opened for a guy there, and he was on SNL like 20 years ago. And he basically was touring America, doing his character from SNL. And here's the crazy thing. I did 5 shows, opened for this guy 5 shows. Great guy, such a sweet guy. 5 shows I opened for him. On the 3rd or 4th show, because he has some of his own jokes, but then there's this, he has to do the SNL at the end. He has to. He always does it. But the character. But on the 4th show or something, he almost didn't do it. Like he was starting to wrap up and someone in the audience was like, do it! Do it! And he started yelling the name of the character. And the guy, and he goes, okay, no, let's just do it. Obviously I'm gonna do it. He tried to not do it. It's so funny. You have to. That's what the tour is. It's him going around. It's almost like when a band does a reunion tour. And then, like, imagine you pay money to see Rolling Stones reunion tour. And then they come out and they're like, hey, first we want to play a few tracks from our new album. Get it! Play the classics! That's what's going to happen. But anyway, hold on a second. Yeah, so I'm at home and the green screen, not the green screen, I'm here at the studio and just on the other side of the bus here, my mom doesn't have her keys. So I'm gonna go drop the keys over to there. But in the meantime, I want you to get in the comments and tell the community what you think of this. And 4 Hour Life 2 pounds says J Matadil, J Mataji or whatever that, I know what it means. It means victory to Matadi, J Matadi. It means victory to Big Mata D and something like that. It means victory. J means victory. I know that. Mata means mother. J Mata Ki or J Mata D. Not sure exactly what that is, but hey, have a discussion in the comments. I'm going to go give her a key real quick. I don't even think I have it, but let me just go figure this out. I'll be right back. Remember, you are loved. God is great. And give me a second. 1 second. Then we open this. Then we open the thing. Mommy? Here we go. Here we go. No, and I'll tell you, this is why you'll never get a scam out of BabaJi Shri Amish, Master Shri BabaJi Shri, is because, listen, I'm here for the community. You know what I'm saying? I'm here writing children's TV shows, won this Canadian Screen Award. I do children's comedy, basically. Yeah, it's been a silly career. Here's the box. Let's do official. Let's do a legit unpacking of this, right? Louis Vuitton says, do y'all think Amish would survive naked and afraid? That's a great question. And that's the kind of stuff we want. 25,000 people watching. Thank you, Hohenheim, for keeping track. That rent looks good. 27,000, 28. Wow, 29. Holy flux, 30. Yeah, and hey, make sure that y'all are hitting that like button. Make sure y'all are hitting that like button because like I said, the ashram has to grow. The ashram has to grow. Oh, there's another one? Congrats. Oh yeah, 2 congrats from EA. 4 Hour Life, 2 pounds. Thank you. I do speak Hindi. Hindi bahut acha aata hai. Bye. Raziel the Great says, press the thumbs, beloved beings. Raziel the Great also says, Steven cannot escape the drip. Yeah, no, he's stuck. He can't go. The real question is, what's going to happen to all these influencers? Yeah, always doing these scams, right? But I'll tell you something. The reason why you don't have to worry about me, BabaJi Shri Baba Amish doing a scam, the reason why you know I'd never do that, because like I said, I'm a writer. Okay, we got the Canadian Screen Awards here. I was just at this Banff TV Festival They're doing an online networking event, so I had to do that before this. I'm going there in person. It's in Banff, this beautiful like place where you can do like skiing and stuff too. I think it's beautiful. It's in the mountains. It's one of the biggest TV festivals of all time. Huge TV festival. But this is, this is why I'm not going to come here scam you guys, because why would I need to scam when I'm so prosperous? You know what I'm saying? The TV money is here. We're not at the 1 million subscriber level, but the 100,000 trophy, we need to make a road to the 100,000 trophy. That's what we need to do. Now that these 2 awards are here, like we got 2 awards, God is great. Congratulations from the Writers Guild of Canada. Yep. That whole ceremony was on the internet too. Good packing, good packing. And it's wrapped in it. Box, don't need it. Wow, imagine you guys got the address from that. Tell me if y'all saw the address. No, it's fine. You didn't see the address. It's fine. Wow. This 2020 WGC Screenwriting Award is presented to J.J. Johnson and Kristen Sims and Amish Patel. Look at that. It's heavy. Dino Dana, Dino Prince. Canadian Screen Award, same episode. Applied for both. This is actually a nice paperweight. That's the thing about the Writers Guild, is that even in making the award, y'all wrote it like, that's actually a great idea. Now, what is this earth? Oh, there's a pencil bent around the earth. So the thing, writing revolves around the world. The world stories have to be written around, stories written around the world. 2020 Writers Guild of Canada Award winner, 2020 Canadian Screen Award winner. Man, people are telling me that like, now that I have these awards, it's just like no brainer, I'll get US citizenship. Like bing bang, this is all you need. 10 years ago, I would have had to marry someone. Just to give you an idea. Would have had to marry someone. Legit, marry into the culture. That's how America works. Listen, nothing's free in this life. I'm gonna put it on top of my Course in Miracles textbook. Should we go a little higher on this? Oh, God is great. And God is great. So here we go. Do I look crazy? How does this look? Everyone, let me know in the comments. Let's go to the comments. Let me know, like, does this scare you? One thing that like I've said before, one thing you never have to worry about from me, unlike someone like a Floyd Money Mayweather, is that I'm not going to scam you. You know what I'm saying? Do you have a link to that Dino Dana show? I don't know if I have the exact episode, but what we can do is we could watch the trailer that I'm on, and hopefully it won't. Okay, here we go. The movie, I'm in this too, but this is property of TVO. That woman was my wife on there. Hold up. Not season 3. This one. They have my name in it too. So this is a show called Dino Dana, kids TV show. Great stuff. You're learning about dinosaurs. She can see dinosaurs, but the rest of us can't. Yeah, Michaela Lucci, great actor. Emmy Award winner. They applied for me twice. Didn't get the nom. But they did apply for the nomination 2 times. Yeah. Didn't get the nom. But no big deal. That's fine. That's actually good. She plays my daughter. I mean, the other girl plays my daughter too, but we're married in, and that's me. That's your BabaJi Shri, BabaJi Amish. I was basically like a MacGyver dad. Like these kids she'd come to me and be like, Dad, the dinosaur is doing this, and then the baby dinosaur is gonna do this, and blah, blah, blah. And I'd be like, yeah, okay, get this, get a box of cereal, get the shovel, get this, let's fix it. And then we just fix it. Honestly, that's what life should be though. And even when we were doing this show, I was talking to the executive producer of the show, J.J. Johnson, who I won this award with. He actually co-wrote this episode. Very hands-on guy. And he's funding my new TV show, Sinking Ship. Shout out to Sinking Ship. God is great. We're doing it. And I'm going to Banff Film Festival this year. Apparently, big deal. Big deal, this Banff Film Festival. Still very sexy as far as like these networking things go. I was just on their thing, Banff Connect, and it was weird because they're doing a bunch of online networking, and then in June I'm flying there. but it's like $2,000 for the ticket otherwise. No, $1,695 for the ticket otherwise. It's crazy. But I got in because I'm pitching another TV show. So they're like, this show's too tight. Just come. We're going to cover you. We got you. Just come on in. Don't worry about it. We got the expenses. It's fine. Everyone else paying $1,700 for this ticket for this networking pass or this pass to the festival. And it's all these high level network and Netflix and all these people. It's basically, they have to come. Yeah. Like maybe the CEO of Netflix is there. I don't know, but that's the level it's on. No. And the thing is, they're smart because they made it a 4-day event in the mountains in Alberta. So it's like kind of sexy. Like you just go and, look for TV shows to buy for 4 days. So they kept it hot like that. Like they kept it in this weird spot, super expensive to just go and chill there too. It's crazy expensive. But yeah, I'm going to be there in June. And then of course I'm going to be at Podfest in May. So make sure y'all come out to Podfest. And tomorrow I'll tell you how you can join up on the Podfest thing. Let me show you the website. Cause this is, yeah. But anyway, let me tell you something about the Podfest actually. So y'all know that I teach a meditation, guided meditation, and it's, hold on. How did I end up on Tele Latino? This is ridiculous. Podfest. There we go. Podfest Expo. This music is provided by Cyberwave. Incredible music. This is it. So quick on the pop-up. Guys, just cool it. I went to their networking thing on Monday. Yeah, 26th and 29th, Hilton, Orlando, Florida. And I'm going to be opening. So right now, I don't know. I can't guarantee anything. I definitely booked it. They were like, hey, do you want to do a comedy set? And I was like, comedy set? Yeah, bro. You got 800 people doing comedy sets. How about a meditation set? How about I donate a meditation set? And they're like, you know what? Open the whole festival with that. I told them a little bit about it. They're like, let's open the whole festival. Bless the festival. We come in, we bless, we do a blessing. So I'm going to be official BabaJi of this. This is basically a comedy podcasting festival. It's a huge festival. They win like these Guinness World Records every year. Sponsors, it's the whole thing. It's the whole thing. These guys are killing it. These guys are like 10 years in. And he's like a TV producer too, I think. But you know what it is? When you're pitching anything with meditation, even my kids' TV show, it's like a kids' TV meditation show for kids, guided meditation. Like, we go on journeys at the thing. So once you're doing that, people are just like, meditation? Yes, please, BabaJi, teach me to do my karmas. And let's teach the whole culture how to do their karmas. So that's the kind of vibe I'm getting from everyone. It's fine. It's fine. We're all going to go. And y'all can come too to this, actually. Yeah, they have tickets for you in the audience, but I got to figure it out. Because I want my ticket. If you pay for it, it's something like $200-300. But they were saying to us on Monday that if there's a fan of your podcast and they can reach to Florida, they can come. See, like, look at this, $813. This is what, industry inner. I think I'm not guaranteeing you get an inner circle pass. I'm not even guaranteeing that you get a Go VIP Pro. I think it was the 250. It was, I think you get Podfest Invest Pro, like basically, but it's got to be someone that was on the podcast or someone that feels like they were helped by the podcast. It's not just open for any fans. So I'm thinking if we can do a scam rehab, let's do a scam rehab and then we'll go to the festival and you can maybe, I don't know if it's on stage or whatever, but they were saying like, bring them. They have like little groups that you can just kind of like come in, do an episode there if we want. Like we could stream at the thing. So we could just do an episode, but they also might have you like just talk to a group and be like, hey, I'm here from the Drip. I was caught up in a scam, but after the wise words of BabaJi, Master Shri Amish, once he gave me the words that nectar came to my ears from his mouth to my ears. Then I said I was blind, but now I see. And then I broke free from the cult. So if there's anyone that has basically that story, I think this is it. Premium main week virtual. No, not virtual. It's not virtual. And it's not a t-shirt. So I think it's either that's not the college student. I think college student and Podfest Invest Pro Pass are both the same one. But yeah, one, I think like two of you can get a free one. Or maybe it's a Podfest Creator Pass. Go VIP Pro. It's not the VIP. I'm not going to sit here and pretend it's a VIP. It's one of these three. You get this level of access, but as a pod fan, you get an automatic, you're in, you come on in, check it out, meet all the podcasters. This is big. They actually won. It's in Florida too. Man, I love America though. I got to say, I got to move to America, right? Is that it? That's it. That's the end of story. I got to move to America. Tickets. Where is it? Community? Wow, they had a page that said biggest podcast festival. Podfest sets Guinness World Record. This is what I wanted to show you. Podcast Business Journal. So this is in the Podcast Business Journal. Podfest sets Guinness World Record. Of course they did. Of course. Congratulations to our friends at the Podfest Global Summit. I like that. They say they now hold the Guinness World Record for largest attendance for a one-week virtual conference. 5,003 people attended the Podfest Expo online in August. That's not even the first one, though. I think they've won in Podfest Global Summit, Radio Masters Sales Summit. Wow. So this is their sister. This is their sister, probably, organization. Radio Masters Sales Summit. Big money in podcast, big money in radio. You know, it's like a different art form almost. It's like what we're doing where we sit down and have a chat. This is almost like a radio format. Okay. But stay tuned for that. I'll figure out how I can include, like, y'all can come. I'll figure it out. I think it's guaranteed. But I think we should do an episode. Like, call in. Maybe by like Friday, Saturday, we'll do a call in. Let's do one scam rehab. Even if you've done it before, let's do the scam rehab again. Let's let them know, right? They won the Guinness record. 2 or 3 actually. So they're winning Guinness records here. Let's do an episode. Let's do a thing. Upload, send to them. Say, hey guys. The drip saves lives. Hey man, the drip saves lives. And come in with a good beginning, middle, end, maybe. You know, think about how you want to introduce it. Make sure you have, let's get links from like them selling you on the scam. You know what I'm saying? But I think that could be a lot of fun and be a great way to bring the culture together, bring the community together. Here we go. Louis Vuitton, the trophy on your right gives me Putin vibes. This one, obviously, because it's world and global domination. Well, I think someone's trying to get us to talk about Ukraine, obviously. I think someone's trying to get us to talk about Ukraine, obviously. Just cool it with that. We might get into it. Listen, I'm still pissed about the mystery gas tax in California yesterday. I'm very much still offended about that. And we'll have to have a talk about that in a minute. But first, I'm going to say, Ed Lachinsky, congrats on the awards. Thanks, baby. Love you. Congrats on the awards, dude. Like, look at this artwork that Ed Lachinsky has done. It's here. We're just kind of floating around it. We're flying by it. But anyway, Ed, as I showed them my the digital ashram that you built, that we're trying to build here, but you actually, you know, we're trying to build it in a fundraising way and in other ways. But Ed actually built this ashram with his hands. He built it. He physically built it, right? And as I tell you guys that, like, you're never going to get scammed at this channel. Don't forget that we are trying to build this ashram. We're trying to, you know, make sure you support the show. All you need is up. All you need is a thumbs up. Ed Lachinsky, stop plugging you. Hey, Ed, stop being so damn sexy. How about that? Then I won't plug you. That's beautiful design. And I was telling them earlier that maybe we should put, obviously I'm not going to do this, but it would be so funny. Obviously I'm not going to do this, though. But it would be so silly if it would be so silly if we put sorry, wrong hole. Talking idiot at the same time. Sorry. We're saying it'd be so like dark funny, but obviously we're not going to do it because we're not psychos here. But it'd be so like dark funny to be like, hey, support the digital ashram. You're supporting Ukraine, something like that. But obviously we're not going to do that. Ed, our thoughts and our prayers are with you. Loving kindness, sending your way. God is great. You are loved. And the work is incredible. Thank you for the congrats on the awards. Yeah, I was just at a Banff Film Festival this morning online. So that's why I came in at like 5 minutes late, but it's fine. We're here. God is great. What else did I want to talk to you about? I want to talk to you about, hold on, it's in the thing. Now I'm going to put I'm going to put the topics in the comment section. Of course, it makes sense. It only makes sense. Award unboxing done. Oh, US versus Canada hustle. So I'm back home, and I had a great time with my family on South Side. South Side. I'm not going to officially say where I was or what I was doing, but it's fine. I mean, I'm not going to say officially where I was, but I was at a wedding with the Patel family. It was incredible. It was great. One of the great things I learned on this trip, though, is, well, first of all, it is really interesting catching up with family and just seeing where everyone's, like, what everyone's doing right now. Like, I have one cousin. So this is a big issue in India right now. The Patels and the Thakurs are going to war. Patel is my last name, but Thakurs are like another caste, clan or something. And there's a bit of a war going on in India. And it was interesting to find out that one of my cousins, he's in India, maybe fighting off some Thakurs right now, maybe punching some guy in the face, maybe saying, hey, don't step on the Patels. I think that's what he's doing in India right now. Because what happened is in India, like where the villages that we're from, my group of Patels, my clan, I guess, but the place that we're from, we all left. And what's happening in India? India is a squatters' rights country. It's just 100% squatters' rights. Actually, Anand, who we already saved from a cult on this podcast, friend of the show, internet marketer, YouTuber extraordinaire, Anand Jobanputra, his parents own a giant place in India, in Bombay, downtown Bombay. 4 stories. Each story is like 5,000 square feet. So it's like insane. Like each story is like its own little mansion. It's so big. Anyway, one of the stories, because they were renting the place since before 1972, whatever year, they have the rent locked in. They're basically paying downtown Bombay for basically a mansion. It's huge. Like a whole family can live in there. There's like rooms and everything. It's all set up. Gas, stove, everything set up. Racists. If you thought India maybe doesn't have electricity or something, racist. It's downtown Bombay. It's fully functional, sick, whatever, right? Amazing place. You look outside, you can see where Gandhi planned like the overthrow of the British. Like he's right around the corner from that park. Like there's a park where Gandhi, I think it's called Freedom Park. Freedom Bagh, Azadi Bagh, something like that, which means Freedom Park. Who says they didn't speak Hindi? For our life, getting a lot of Hindi here. But anyway, that's where he lives. Loaded. The people, one floor of the house though, they've had a rent locked in. So they're basically paying like 50 rupees a month. And they live there for 50 rupees. It's like nothing. In Canada, it's like in dollars, it's not even $1. Their rent is 85 cents, I swear to God. It might be like $10 or something. Maximum. It might be $10. And they don't live there like, hey, thanks for letting us live here for free. They live there like, we paid our rent. Don't mess with me. Don't come in my house. It's my house. And it's going to be in my family forever. And I'm going to pass it on to my kid. And they're going to pass it on to their kid. And you'll never get it back. And don't look in my eyes when I walk by either. No. Honestly, that's how aggressive they are. And really, this show is becoming a bit of a right-wing show, isn't it? Because basically that's what happens when you let the lefties run the government and then you can't raise rent. But this is extreme version of can't raise rent. Their rent is $10 a month. It's a mansion. It's downtown Bombay. Bombay's property value should be more than Manhattan. Like that's the level it's on. Don't think, oh, it's India. They're all poor. No, just cool it with the racism. Cool it. That's the new superpower. India's a new superpower. They're going to be more powerful than the Americans. You watch it. Watch where we go. The Hindu will rise. Despite what they want to tell you, the Hindu will rise. And as we rise, those property values should actually be like New York level property values, even now. Like if you wanted to buy a place, it's like impossible to buy a place. It's like downtown Bombay. It's huge. It's like 4 times the population probably of Manhattan in like that area. And they got Bollywood right there. So it's not a bunch of, broke ass people. They got Bollywood right there. Bing, bang, God is great. It's cutthroat though, 10 times more than New York. I remember first time I went to New York, what happened to us? Worst thing that happened to us in New York is like we saw a guy doing a 3-card Monty on the street. And he's like, come on. Who wants to play? You guys want to play? Yeah, you got this guy, no, this guy can't. Yeah, you know how to play. Come on, man. Give me $5. You got $5? You only got $2. Get out of here, man. I need you. Like the guy's ripping. It's basically almost like a comedy bit. Like he's joking and pulling people in and being like, put down some money, like getting people to pay money. And Honestly, it was a scam, but he was so outgoing and so like charming that I said, you know what? That's $5. Take $5. I don't mind. Take $5. You put on a show for me. It was like a bit of a song and dance. And he's like doing the cards real fast, spinning, shuffling, jokes. So funny, working for his money, right? So that's your new, and everyone loses, of course, in the end. So that's your New York scam that I saw. That's how bad I saw it get in New York. Also, one time I was in like Brooklyn or something. Brooklyn is interesting. Two things weird happened in Brooklyn. One time I was in Brooklyn and there was just like an old black man pushing a cart and he had 2 jugs of juice and he asked me if I want to buy juice out of the shopping cart. And I was like, yeah, of course. And it was like 50 cents for a glass of juice. There's an old man doing like just a moving lemonade stand. 2 juices, both were, I had one, it was pretty decent. 50 cents, talked to the guy for 5 minutes, very cool dude. You know what I mean? Like very nice guy, very cool guy. Hey man, it's a hot day. You want lemonade? Like he sold it. It'll quench it. It'll quench the thirst, man. Come on, man. Where are you going? Nah, you need it. You need lemonade, man. Keep you good for the ions. Good for this is Gatorade, man. The electrolytes. You got to get it in the sun. Come on, man. Hydrate. Let's go, dude. You need this. Come on. Really sold me on it. It's fine. It was good. Good lemonade. 50 cents. Honestly, a good deal. It's a good deal. You can't really go wrong. 50-cent lemonade on the street while you're watching. You know, like I was trying to tell him like charge more. You know what I mean? Like you deserve more for this, man. This guy's working hard. So anyway, that's the other thing that happened in New York. Also, one thing that happened in New York, I remember I saw these, I was walking through Brooklyn, right? Through this like Jewish neighborhood, super Jewish neighborhood, extreme Jew. Friday, whole thing's closed. It's Brooklyn. Excuse me, it's Brooklyn. Be open. No. God is great and God is number one. So they close everything. I'm walking through there. I'm brown. Nobody's there even. It's the middle of the day in Brooklyn. It's like beautiful day. Walking weather. I'm walking through. It's like a ghost town. I'm like, what is going on? Like, why is nobody out here? 2 kids come up to me. One kid approaches me. He goes, hey man. Hello. You are Gentile. You are not Jew. Okay, yes. Can you turn on air condition? I don't know what his accent was. He had it weird. It wasn't Brooklyn though. It was like, hey, can you turn on the air condition? It's God's day. I'm not allowed to use the electricity. Like he didn't do it like that. He did it like, I don't know if it was Israeli or just, honestly, they're in their own world. He was wearing, and you know what's so cute is when you have kids and you put kids into religious gear. These kids are so cute. I remember even as an Uber driver, I had to drive 2 Jewish kids to their private school or whatever. They have a private, separate Jewish school. I'm driving these 2 kids. Both curls on the side, and then they're wearing not a top hat, but like just some kind of a black hat that's like obviously for like 50-year-olds, but they're like 6 and 8, and they're wearing these hats and they got the curls. It's adorable, right? Anytime you got kids and you dress them up like adults like that, it's so adorable. And they're wearing like a suit. It's like black pants, dress pants, ironed, dress shoes, white shirt tucked in, legit. But the hat was there and then the curls were there. So cute. Anyway, so I'm walking down this street in Brooklyn. I'm walking down the street. One kid comes up to me. He goes, hello, you're not Jew. Can you turn on air condition? Please, it is God's day. Something like this. I'm like, yeah, man, I'll turn on the air condition. No problem. First, I'm thinking, why don't you just use a stick? Because if you ask me to do it and then I do it, isn't that like just getting a stick and you poke it with a stick? Anyway, I tried to explain all that to him. I don't know. Maybe I almost think he didn't speak English or something. Like I was trying to tell him, like, have you tried using a stick? And he's like, what? No, no, it is our special day. So just come with me. Anyway, I walk up 3 flights of stairs with this kid. I walk into a family. They have streamers up. They have special, listen, they're celebrating with God. This is a beautiful tradition that they were doing. They had like I don't know what they wrote. Like, hi God, thanks for coming. Congratulations, God. Something. They had something up. Something like this. It wasn't a birthday. No. It was for this religious day. So they had some kind of like, thanks God, you're great. God is great. Something like they had that on the wall in writing. And then they had like balloon streamers around. And I was even asking, like, is it someone's birthday or something? They're like, no. God is great. They had it up for God. Anyway, I go in, turn on the air conditioner. The guy's watching me over my shoulder. I'm painting the buttons. He's like, okay, this button, then this button. Okay, now press up 2 times. No, now press down 3 times. Oh, that is nice. Thank you. take water. Take water. He gives me like 3 big bottles of water. I was like, you know what? That's legit. 3 bottles of water. That's great. I start drinking one of them. I'm going down the elevator. As I go down the elevator, the other 2 leaking all over me because I had just had them under here. The other 2, they're just like, I'm wet. I look, all 3 of the water bottles, refills. Come on, guys. It's all refilled water bottles. Excuse me. And I was telling my Jewish friend, and he was dying. He's like, of course, cheap, all cheap. That's what he said. I didn't say it. I didn't jump to that conclusion. Maybe they're safe. Maybe they care about the environment. Excuse me. Maybe they care about the environment. Do you think about that? Don't say cheap. Don't you goddamn. Let me check the comments right now. If one of you guys saying that these Jews are cheap or something, well, excuse me, but don't have that talk around here. We don't do that kind of talk around here. Do we? Do we? Hold on. Let's see it. I can't believe they did that though. It is kind of rude. Okay. I'm not going to lie. It is a little rude. Like if you're going to give someone a bottle of water, give them a bottle of water, right? What's all this? Like you can't give a bottle of water to someone? Here we go. Ed Lachinsky, right. Jewish friend. He did. He was dying. Listen, Jews rip on Jews hardest. He was dying. I was even actually there with these Jewish guys, with another Jewish comic, this guy, JJ Lieberman. He lives there now, not in Brooklyn, but he lives somewhere in New York. But great guy, very funny, came up together. Sells like those, you know, those male masturbating devices? What are they called? Those male masturbating things. He sells them on his podcast. We should look him up, actually, JJ. He'll probably come do the show too. Anyway, I'm with him. I'm there with JJ to do comedy shows, whatever. We go in, and this is like a trip. This is a defining trip in my life. JJ takes me to New York. He's like, we got to go to New York. We got to move up in the game. It's New York. He talks like this. And by the way, JJ, this guy JJ, he talks like that. He was born in Canada, born and raised right here, but he was born in very Jewish neighborhoods. So he talks like this and like, yeah, we got to go to New York. We got to go. The whole thing's in New York, Amish. It's all in New York. Come on. We got to go to New York. So anyway, I go to New York with this guy. We're in this like Jewish grocery store. It's all, everyone's wearing the thing. Kids are wearing it, black hats, everything. Kids are wearing it. Beautiful culture, beautiful community. This JJ idiot, he's Jewish himself. This JJ, this idiot, he's walking around behind me, and every time we walk down the aisle, he's announcing behind me, sorry, I brought the Indian guy. I'll get rid of him soon. Sorry, everyone. I'll make sure. I know you're all scared of him. Don't worry, he's not a terrorist. Like stuff like this behind me. And dude, they were, I'd say it was like 60-40. Like 60% of them were like, why would you say that? No, you are welcome here. No, he's welcome. Don't say that. And then 40% were just like, well, hurry it up. And they just like walked away. Not 40, it was like 10%. They didn't even say a lot. They didn't say hurry it up. 10% of them were just like awkward. They felt weird. I don't know what's in their hearts. But a bunch of people did say, no, he's welcome here. Why do you say that? No, we don't have that kind of attitude. No, he can be here. Excuse me, he can be here. So, and then that same guy, we get in line after, and they have like 5 different lines for the grocery store. So we're in the second line. It's like long, but then the same guy, I think he was like a rabbi. He sees my basket. He goes, hey, you can go in the express lane. He only has 6 items. Let him go. This is a community. Let him go in the express lane. He only has 6 items. And my buddy goes, yeah, you want to get rid of him quicker, right? Don't worry. Yeah, go in the express. We'll get rid of him. And he's like, no, that's not what I meant. Why do you say that? He was so, yeah, he was a great guy. He's a great guy. But listen, that's what happens, right? Like they're going to refill the bottles. Like even Indian people, right? They come from India. They just come from India. Dude, plastic bags, bottles, they're like, they see it as like, come on, this is helpful. I'll give it to the poor. If you don't use the bag, let me take the bag. I'll give it to the poor people. Same thing with plastic bottles. They don't just throw them out like that. Anyway, that's my experience of New York, right? There's like one card shuffler. There's this interesting Jewish thing that happened. That was great in Brooklyn. I thought it was very beautiful. It's nice to be part of this culture, this community. They're basically like Amish people, but in New York. It's insane. Like, if you think about it, like that's a rich community because Amish people, I have a kinship with them too, because my name is Amish and people always call me Amish when I was a kid. People, they didn't confuse it, but they just would call me Amish. And I would be like, you know what? I always want to check them out. And I was like, oh, it's cool. They don't use electricity. They do all this stuff, whatever. But they're in where they live in Canada, the real estate value, it's a nothing. They're not living in downtown Toronto, the Amish people. No way, you can't. They're living out in the villages. But these Hasidic, I don't know if they're called Hasidic, but they were like Mennonite Jews in Brooklyn. And all their apartments, they had strings tied to each other. Because anyone who's like family, if they're tight, they say, okay, well, I'll tie a string over to your house, and then we have our connection. And they would do strings like that. Yeah. The whole place was like covered in, they had the strings. Yeah, no, it's cool. It's very, very beautiful culture. I thought it was very nice. Jordan Dunn says recycling is a big industry. It's true, right? Like, why are we wasting water bottles like that? I just wish they had told me. I would have wiped the top or something. Like, I didn't know. Honestly, one of the other bottles, it was kind of dirty too. And I was like, I couldn't, I didn't keep, I emptied them out. I did the right thing. I emptied them out. I recycled them. And then I went and bought a bottle of water from the store. Yeah, of course. Like, after I got out of the Jewish neighborhood though. In the neighborhood, nothing. And 2 different families asked me to turn on their air conditioning. And both of them, I said, hey, just use a stick. And they said, no, God's too smart. They're always lawyering with God, these Jews. They're always like doing little technical, like, okay, God, no electricity, but if he turned on, it's okay. Always making deals, always, you know what I mean? So I thought that was very interesting. Anyway, that's my experience of New York, right? New York, that's one level, one place, whatever. The worst scam though was the guy with the 3 card. Not really scams other than that. You know, stopping to refill the water, then they give you a fake water bottle. That's fine. The grocery store, very supportive, very welcoming. Okay, that's New York. Let me tell you about the time I went to Bombay. I go to Bombay. There's 2 dudes who are there. I think this is illegal now. They're not allowed to do this. But I land in Bombay. I'm like 12 years old, right? I'm 12. I land in Bombay. I'm supposed to go to school there. Okay. Get to Bombay. Guess what? Bombay, they have these guys trying to hustle for you to like, come on, get my cab, come in my cab. They have a bunch of people like this. So they had a short, skinny talker guy, and he was like a good talker, right? So he's like, come with me. So I follow him. We get in a car. He's not even the driver. He's got a jack dude as the driver. And he's like a little guy. They're driving around. They're like, what do you want? Prostitute? You want prostitute? Come on, brother, tell me, what do you want? Nice girlfriend. I get your girlfriend. Come on, baby. Tell me, what do you want? Beer? You want beer? Beer, prostitute? What do you want? Drugs? Anything you want, I get. So he's going off like this. I'm, like I said, 12 years old. I'm like, I'm not going to get a hooker. He's really trying to push me into getting a hooker, this guy. I'm like, I feel kind of weird about a hooker right now. I don't know about that. And then he goes, okay, man of God, I'm man of God. And he was holding up like this Baba Sairam. Sairam Baba. It's like an old Indian Guruji. And he would hold that. He'd be like, I am a man of God. Brother, I'm with God also. God make it, brother. God make it. Yahuvi says, God make it. Yes, brother, God make it. Hey, brother, I'm man of God. Prostitute? God make it prostitute. Help the prostitute. Have sex on them. So he's telling me to have sex with a hooker and trying to get me drinking and trying to do whatever. I realize they're driving around in circles. They're not taking me to my destination. At one point, the guy just pulls over. I'm like, no, I don't want anything. I just want to go back to where I'm going. He's like, and then it starts getting to like, but brother, how I make money? Brother, how I make money? Huh? You come from Canada, stupid? How I make money? He's yelling. The driver stops somewhere. Jack dude stops in a random like alley, gets out and just starts breaking shit outside. Psychological mind games. I'm losing my shit, dude. I'm like, no, you know what it was? It was like a crying. It was like, this was almost like the 3-card Monty, but 3-card Monty was all charm, silly, fun, huh? These guys, they were playing a little game of like, are you soft? Can we crack him? That's what they were doing, basically. They're doing like, can we crack this kid? So he's breaking shit. Then he comes back and he's talking about like, I don't know, my daughter needs to go to, I need to pay for a class for my daughter, and this idiot wasted our time, and you fucking made me drive around with this guy. I'm pissed. I'm not driving. So he starts fighting with this guy. This guy has to go calm him down. Comes back and says, listen, man, 500 rupees. I know, like the price for going over was like I don't know, whatever it was, but he wanted like another $1,000 after that. Like he wanted a lot of money extra. And I just had to keep bargaining. And I still paid quite a bit extra. But for us, it's not a lot. It was like a couple of 100 rupees extra, which is nothing. It wasn't even 500 rupees. It was like a couple of 100 rupees. It was like 10, 20 bucks. And honestly, I started to feel bad for them for how hard they were working. You know what I mean? Like I would feel, Yehuvi says, bro, your stories could be a comedy special on its own. Of course, dude. I got banger stories. That's why the podcast, no, it's beautiful. Because I'm writing kids TV. We do it. Listen, we got this, right? We got that. This is, you don't even know. This is, I can do biceps with this thing. It's honestly might be heavier than this. No, they're both pretty heavy. That's how you know it's tight. Like last couple of days, I was at my cousin's house. I was in the side room and they had a Patel, like Taste of India Award, 2011 Taste of India Award. Pretty light. Like it's like hollow. These are hefty, heavy. It's a workout. Yeah, no. So they basically were just breaking, like the guys breaking shit. Then they're yelling at each other. They're outside the car yelling like, well, I'm doing my best. Well, you think it's easy to feed my daughter? You think it's easy? He'll pay. You don't worry. He'll pay. Like they're screaming at each other outside. Comes back. This is all in Hindi, by the way. So I 70% understand it. Comes back. He's like, listen, man, this guy's going crazy over here. Look, we were really expecting to scam you for a good 5,000-10,000 rupees, right? And you're not giving us anything. And it's really kind of bumming us out, dude. So you got to give us something. And we're not just going to drop you over there. You got to give us something. And yeah, but it was like low. I did pay. They thought I was going to fucking cry though. I didn't cry. Not about to cry on them. No way. That's what the real game was. And they were trying to get in touch with my parents. They were making it sound like they're going to kidnap me or something, but bullshit. They're not going to do that. Fuck you. No, there's no way. You can't. They're not that level, honestly. They're not. If they were going to do that, they would have done that. I don't know why I didn't know that at 13. Who knows, right? People have dangerous stories like this, man. I remember this girl I dated who's so beautiful in her face and just cute, bubbly, happy girl. And this happened to a bunch of girls I dated that were like, I never dated so many girls, but like, anyone I dated has to be a smoker. Like I'm sorry. It's actually hurting me. It's actually bad for me. But anyone I date, like, yeah, they have to be hot. But anyway, this girl's so hot. And what they all would tell me over the years is that when they were like inappropriately young, like 10 years old, I'm like, man, it must be hard for you being this hot. You guys are just hitting on you, you know what, since you're like 18 or something. And they go, 18? Try 11. Uncle's been trying to bang me since I was 11. Family members, cousins. Since I was 12. I don't even know what the hell was going on at that point. Didn't tell anyone, whatever. God is great. Didn't happen, actually. Most people I know, it didn't happen. Nothing happened. But I remember one girl was telling me like, she was like just out somewhere. She's like 14 years old. I didn't know her at that point, but she was just out somewhere. I think she was like 14 years old. She's out. She was supposed to get on a bus to go see her parents, but then some guy just drives up and goes, hey, you want to drive? Can I drive you? And she's like she just felt like too, like she thought it would be rude to just say no. But this guy just pushed her. She was saying he was like 45, 50 years old. He goes, come on, I'll drive you. You're waiting for the bus, right? I'll just drive you to the same place. Dude, she's like 13. She gets in the car. He drives her just wherever and then stops. And it's like, let's just hang out. Let's talk. And just stopped somewhere and to talk to her. And he just wouldn't take her back. And she's freaking out. And I think she said they sat there for like an hour. And then she just started crying and said, please, can you take me home? Please, please, please. I just want to go home. And the guy just drove her home. That's a lot. But even my cousin's telling me in Virginia, this is the worst one though. This is the worst one because she's 13 years old. She's got a high school teacher, her teacher. One day he goes on the announcements. So in front of everyone, in front of all the teachers, in front of all the students, goes on the announcement. He goes, hey everyone, special day coming up. It's my special favorite student in the whole world. Let's just make a fake name. It's Pooja's birthday on Thursday. Yay! I love Pooja so much. And it's going to be her birthday on Thursday. And I can't wait. And I hope you can't wait either. Happy birthday, Pooja. You're my favorite. He's 13. He's 30s, 20s, 30s. But late 20s or 30s. That's what she's saying. She doesn't even know. But old enough to be a teacher. Hello. So does this whole announcement. But she was saying that he wasn't even like a young teacher. Like he was like an old, he'd been there for like 10 years. So he's like in his 30s, 40s. Special announcement. Then on Thursday, they're sitting there writing a test. She's like, teacher leaves. And we're all like, what the hell is he doing? Because we can just cheat off each other. So he leaves. They all start cheating. A couple of seconds later, just announces with a little cake, happy birthday to my special little gal. And just walks up to her desk, gives her a small birthday cake, one candle. Not even sharing for the class, just for her. There's issues, right? There's issues here. There's problems. She was basically saying that like he had done stuff like that with her to just see, like she never gave him anything. That was her thing. She was like, I didn't give him shit. It was just like, what are you doing? She didn't even eat the cake. She's like, what are you doing? You're an idiot. Didn't give him anything. So then he just backed off, I guess. But it's so weird because it's like, yo, this guy's basically like a child creeper, a pedo, but he's acting like a pedo, like he's some kind of rom-com. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, what are you evil or not? You know what I mean? Like, are you evil? Or do you think you're in a rom-com? Like this guy's like, my favorite girl in the whole world. Yay. Happy birthday to Pooja, my favorite girl in the world. 13, bro. Anyway, that's just to say, I was just trying to do a comparison between New York, Bombay. New York, Bombay. Went on a little side tangent about that. It's probably connected somehow. Go back and rewatch, make some notes, see if you can figure out how that was connected. But, listen, one of the things that we're always working at here at the Digital Ashram is, staying on one topic, focusing on a niche. What would you guys say the niche is? I was just watching a Roberto Blake video. Put in the comments. Oh, wait, hold up. I got to read this. The chill Wednesday afternoon, kicking it. Eric, lots of faculty like that. Super creepy out in the open. Yeah. I mean, this is a good 15, 20 years ago. So this guy's like doing it like, but the PA system is bold. And then even the cake is a lot. But it was like it was like 12 years ago, 13 years ago now. So, I mean, I don't know. Has the culture changed that much? Yehubi says, God make it. Yes, brother. God make it. Gorguruga says, that was a great story. LOL. I know, right? How do we make clips out of this? I really need like an English speak. But you know what? That's a clip. Like for the editor watching, it's like do a clip called Almost Got Jacked in Bombay. New York versus Bombay scams. That's the big difference I wanted to point out to you, is that the New York scam was kind of chill. It was kind of like, it was the 3-card Monty. It was like, it was fun. It was aggressive. It was a bit of a show, whatever. The Bombay grift was like they were talking about like, we could probably ransom you. Like they were trying to say shit like that to me. They didn't say that even though. They weren't that aggressive. Like they were more of like, they were putting on a show. You know what I mean? I truly believe that to this day. They were trying to get the money. They were putting on a show to try to get the money, but they don't like, if I say no, it's not going to happen. Yeah. Like it's not happening. But it's interesting how like a lot of people, when they're young, they don't know to say no. So even my ex who got in the car with this guy, it's like, you're trusting people too much. Even now, trust people way too much. Don't trust people. You know what I mean? My cousin was like, no, not eating this cake. And I hate you. You're garbage. Yehuvi, like your Indian arranged marriage vid. You should do more skits, to be honest. Yes, I should do more skits. Indian Cesar Cabrera, Indian family relations. Yes. Ahmed Hassan, Amish is underrated. Of course, Ahmed, of course. Listen, Amish is being recognized. We got the Writers Guild of Canada Award. I wanted to unbox that for the whole community. Look at the box. Look at this. Compare. I mean, honestly, I guess that's how you got to do shipping. That's how you got to do it. Like we're talking about, hold up. You know why? Because you got like, that's, yeah. That's, but that is like, oh my God. It's so, honestly, it's so heavy. Like I could weightlift with this. It's insane. Yeah, that's why you got to wrap it up and you got to put it in. Listen, this is all during COVID too. So I couldn't even go get the award. No, y'all are right. I should do more sketches. Look, here's the plan with the Digital Ashram. Okay. Because I'm just figuring out like, how am I going to do all this extra writing? Like I have my TV stuff that I have to write. I'm getting paid for that. God is great. So I'm doing that. What becomes of the meditation? What becomes of the ashram? What becomes of the comedy? So I'm thinking, here's what we got to do. We got to do, like, sketches will come. You have to trust in God and have faith in God and say God is great and understand that sketches will come. And my goal really is to almost have like a spiritual sketch comedy show, kind of like Monty Python. I don't know if y'all seen Monty Python, but let's take a look at that real quick. Just to show you like what the future of, I think this needs to be. Oh my God. I'm logged into the wrong account. Monty Python, Life of Brian. Here we go. Yeah. This is the plan. You know what I'm saying? Because one of the problems with doing brown jokes on YouTube is that it's just so much brown jokes on YouTube. Like, I've literally made clips like that, and then it's like, okay, I just saw like 6 Superwoman and Just Rain videos about this. So, you know, but spiritual comedy, untapped market, I think. And it is where I'm naturally gravitating towards. You know what I'm saying? Like, the brown jokes do come out of me naturally, but I feel like they're good on the podcast and good as stand-up. And then the sketches that I want to do, I want to go into spiritual sketch comedy. Yeah. Because we want to be talking about just like that. Life of Brian. That's what that really is the future of myself and this channel. And like, not even this channel. Like, think of this channel, The Drip, it truly is me getting the source energy drip from meditating, from doing these practices. I'm getting the source energy drip, right? Like that source energy that's coming into the temple right there. It comes into here. The drip is me. Then I open my mouth. It channels through. Y'all get the drip. That's the podcast. You know what I'm saying? And I think we can get this to the point where we're ripping 5 days a week. Not a big deal. If we can do the topics correctly, tightly enough, then I think we're going to get there. I think tomorrow we're going to have more of a clean topics template. Like, I'm just developing my topics template for the show. So the topics cut, they go online. We focus on fundamentals, tight joke writing, tight topic selection. Topics got to be tight, right? It's got to be like what's important for the culture, what's important for the community. So topic selection is tight, and then topic selection, and then what's the take, right? Because we do have to deliver loving kindness to the culture, to the community, right? So that's where I think the drip is going right now, right? Topics, which is what we did with Steven. No guided meditation. I promise him I won't do guided meditation here, because that is too soon for the culture, maybe. Guided meditation on the other channel, but sketches will also be on the other channel. So then we are a full service spiritual comedy organization over there. Here is the drip. At the drip, we talk about making that. We talk about making the other thing. Also topics that are important for the culture and for the community, quite frankly. So yeah, thanks for coming in. I think I'm going to call it. We unwrapped our awards. I do want to speak a little more on this California mystery tax, though. This California mystery tax, taking California gas price up to $6, that's pissing me off. Look at these visuals, though. Do you see what I mean? Where I'm like, this is a sketch comedy show, but it's about God. Monty Python's Life of Brian. Yeah, it's such a tight show. But I think that's going to be the next move. I think that's the next major move into like properly writing sketch content for YouTube, doing that. It's just, yeah, with the TV shows right now, it's like, that's got to come. You know what I mean? Listen, if you want sketches, hit the like button. That's the best way I could say. That's what it is. You want sketches? Short sketches with morals. Yeah, we could do What about comedy parables? Yes. See, so already if you come to my meditation class, I do a lot of parables. I do parables. And actually, we'll be doing parables here on this show as well. Yes, of course. We'll be doing parables on this show as well. Jason, thanks for coming in. Gorguruga, the Ministry of Silly Walks. Gorguruga, I used to watch Monty Python. Yes, of course. Monty Python's a classic, man. It's so tight. Ed Lachinsky, are you doing any call-ins? Ed, you want to call in? Ed, if you want to call in, holler at your boy, baby. Who wants to do call-ins, actually? Yeah, we should do call-ins. You know what I'm saying? This is the culture. This is a community. We should do call-ins. Let me send you all a link. As we read these. Sick. Ed Lachinsky. Let's have a talk. Hold up. Where is the thing? Here we go. Ed, should I send it to your WhatsApp? Ed, I'm going to send it on your WhatsApp. Yeah. I enjoy when you watch a person preaching and do a commentary. Yes. Cesar Cabrera. That is a good point. Yeah, we're going to have to do more of that. Preacher reviews, right? We got to do preacher reviews because honestly, like that's how we know we're doing the real shit, right? Like we got to be watching these other gurujis in the game. We got to make sure they're not getting flagrant, getting out of hand. Let me set this to Ed Lachinsky. Let's get Ed Lachinsky on the show. Coming in, we had only on the drip. You're going to get a special guest from Ukraine. Who's getting Ukraine guests right now? It's impossible. We already got the connection. He's here. He's making the graphics. So that's why we got to get Ed Lachinsky on the show. And then, of course, when I do that sketch comedy show, it would be great if Ed Lachinsky is doing the graphics on that, obviously, right? Like that makes the most sense. Ed L Design. Ed, I sent you the link. All right, your boy, baby. Yeah, come on in, man. Let's talk about this Ukraine. Russia. Actually, I found a great clip from... I found a great clip. I think you guys will like this, actually. So fun. Where's my history? What? This is not my history. Hold on. Bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. History. Okay, keep going, keep going. Well, I mean, this is a review worth doing too. Let's talk about this. Ed Lachinsky, come on in. Thanks for coming. Let me know how the audio sounds. It's good to get someone in and out, you know what I mean? Ed, have you seen this BabaJi, this Guruji in California? Also, let me know if you can hear.
This is the science of laughter. So let's laugh with Yogi, huh?
Ed, what's up, baby? How you doing?
I
Come on
hear
in.
you.
Yeah, I can hear you too.
Even live.
We're live, baby. We're on YouTube. The drip, drip, rip and dip. How you feeling, man? You okay?
What is this?
Whoa, this laughing yoga? You want to?
Oh my God.
I would like to get your thoughts on this because I was thinking as a stunt, as a silly thing to do on the drip, it would be cool to maybe raise the money to go to study with this guy because he's alive and he does banger meditation. It looks like he's doing some banger meditations. Actually, let me show you another thing actually that he did. I don't know. It's on his channel probably. Yogi Ramesh. No, it's on our channel. Drip. Here we go. Community. Okay. Keep going. Oh, Ed, what happened? Ed disappeared. Look at this. Look at my boy. Ed, you here? Wow, imagine Ed's like, I'm not watching this shit. I'm not watching some goofy ass Guruji. Hold on, let's see what happened. Let me message him. Oh, there we go. Ed Lachinsky, bear with us. Bear with us. Ed's calling in all the way from the Ukraine. Look at this guy, dude. Like, on the one hand, I'm like, is this hack? Because he's just a Guruji who does laughter yoga. So he just tells people to laugh. No jokes. I'm sure he has some jokes, but he's not like, as a comedian, I kind of feel stupid. You know, like someone was saying, do sketches. It's like, do sketches? This guy just tells people to laugh. Go straight to the source. What do you want? Laugh? Tell him to laugh. Look at, that's what he does. And people I know who went to this, they were like, yeah, I went and I did laughing. And then as you start laughing, you start really laughing. So the joyfulness is found through this technique. It's a very powerful, it's called Bhakti Yoga. It's actually a very powerful technique. But let's watch this. Let's watch his sales video. 216,000 hits. Honestly, probably deserves more. Let's be honest. Can y'all see this? I think so.
This is the science of laughter. So let's laugh with Yogi, huh? So first breathe and then laugh. So just laugh anytime. Take a deep breath.
This is basically what this podcast is, kind of ish, or it's like stand up, but he's not even doing jokes though. That's what makes him a genius, right? Ed, I can't hear anything you're saying, by the way. And now I'm seeing the color bars, but take your time, man. Oh, Ed, what's up, homie? I can't hear you now. But dude, I love that you put the thing on. Hold on for a second. Let's go gallery on it. Yo, Ed Lachinsky. Ed, you look like a model, dude. Can't hear anything. Dude, Ed, you look like, dude, yo, in the comments, does Ed not look like a freaking like model or something? What's going on here? Change the hair. Can't hear anything on your end. Is it me? No.
No, I don't know what it is.
Now I can hear you.
Can you?
Yeah. But just jack up that volume a bit.
I don't know which one. Okay, I have this one. Can you hear me more?
That's it.
Better? Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Looking good, buddy.
Yeah, thank you. I think you mostly never seen me. I just have a camera now, finally.
Yeah, sick. Yeah, you're talking about streaming.
Yeah, I wanted to stream. I mean, I streamed a bit. Oh my God, I should have. Fuck, no, I can't hear I connected it wrong. I can't hear myself in the monitoring. I have to, I guess.
Yeah.
I'll do this. This looks stupid. Okay, whatever.
It's okay.
Uh,
Mine's starting to make my
yeah,
ears
what's up?
hurt. What's up, man? I got this new hat in when I was traveling. I got this hat and it's blue headset. How's this audio though? How's
Matches
this
up.
audio?
It's nice. Yours?
Yeah.
Yeah, you sound good.
Sick,
Finally,
dude. Yeah. How's the graphics?
somehow.
Yeah,
they actually do work. I mean, I'm kind of surprised. You're like flying around. Looks cool.
Yeah.
You should get like a purple. You should get like a purple. Everything purple and blue. I don't know, some RGB lights instead of your. Are you next to the window or something?
Yeah. There's a big sun over here. There's a sun on the other side.
Yeah.
It's a big light source. So
That's
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
I mean, like my room is completely dark.
Yeah. But I do have that light.
There's
It's just in my apartment. It's at my apartment downtown. Also, my soundboard is in my apartment downtown. I've been traveling. I mean, I got to get back downtown to the city. COVID just ended here.
Can you
Crazy.
imagine? I have to fucking everyone here is light masking. Basically, we have to like turn off our lights in the night. And only have like secondary like tiny lights indoors and
Oh my
everything. Like I was not driving. I was getting from one city to another, and it was completely dark outside, like everywhere. It's just as if you're like in the middle of the woods, and the only
Wow.
thing you see is your headlight of the car, and that's it.
That's terrifying, man. I'm sorry to hear
Because
that.
because like if we're gonna get like a plane tries to bomb us or whatever, in the night they basically can't see shit. If there are no lights, they can't see anything. So
Wow,
this is why
dude.
everyone has to do it.
The war is
Um,
upon you, eh? So, but you are
Yeah.
further from that heat, like the heat.
Yeah,
the bomb
I'm in the west. I'm not gonna like even approximately dox myself, but I'm in like a West Ukraine.
Yeah.
Still, even though previously I was in Lviv, which is like a big city, a bit. Yeah, it's around 1 million people living there, maybe under 1 million or something.
I've been hearing about
So
Lviv.
it's like it's one of the nicer ones. Like in terms of like tourism, it's if you want to go to Ukraine, probably go there.
Yeah.
In the future, I guess.
In the
when they
future,
don't
right
know.
now, go to where you are. I think where you are is the
Uh,
place to go.
Yeah.
How was it coming over?
no,
Were they
don't
like,
care.
hey, we're full, or was it like, of course, come on in?
Oh, I used to live here. It's like a smaller town. So like this apartment, it's like my family's apartment, basically. It's like my wife's family's
Families.
apartment. Yeah.
Wow.
So, and I had to. So the stupidest thing about this for me is they're not letting men out of the country. Which is
They
like
want you to stay
it's
and
kind of
fight.
difficult. That's the thing. They don't even like. One of the things they done is they in the first few days they released like prisoners who had military experience. So for example, like someone I don't know, someone had like
Come on. They let a bunch of
Uh,
prisoners out?
well out to go fight, but not just roaming the streets, but they did this because well it's mostly like people like imagine I don't know, you're like a military guy, but then you go buy some drugs or something afterwards, and they gonna jail you for that or some shit like that, or I don't know, maybe you didn't have a job afterwards and you steal something. So
Yeah.
because it's so valuable for it's so valuable to have trained people in the military, they done that, and even so it's very
It
stupid.
makes sense, dude. You open the jail up to the front line. So you take the jail people, you go on the front line.
That's the
They hit
thing.
you
There
first.
is no, like, the way it's happening. There are no really, like,
Yeah.
I guess someone takes like guard or whatever, but there are no like front lines that like, oh, here is the line of Russians, here's the line of Ukrainians. They all go figure it out, kick each other's asses. It's more, it's all a bunch of, it's actually all a bunch of these like highly choreographed operations that they like go in, take out some military, then go out, then go in again, and like yeah. So I don't think it's like Soviet times that
Right.
you would just have a bunch of like people. So I guess Russians do.
I mean, the
do
Russian
that
side
still.
looks drunk. The Russian side looks like they're
Yeah.
drunk and they're popping out of the
Dude,
tank
it's
and they're
crazy.
saying Ukraine, Russia, Ukraine, like they don't even know.
There
They're like,
have been
so sick.
stories of like that basically they like draft people like crazy in Russia to go fight here, and basically to go die here because yeah, dude, they killed like 9, so confirmed 6, confirmed by Russia. It's 6, but Ukrainians say that it's actually 9 generals. And generals, where are you muted?
I heard about that.
Okay.
Sorry, I was just coughing.
Okay. So and generals like never. They say it's never basically happened in history before that generals die so much, and this is because they developed this custom communication system. There was supposed to be, but Russia is like very corrupt.
Yeah.
So of course, like someone basically scammed someone in the government to do this or something. Like they underdeveloped the system. So what's wrong? Okay, my light is freaking out. So yeah, their communications can be like dampened, like I forget the term, but basically they have no communication and they have to go in the line of sight. Basically, generals
my
have to
God.
travel to Ukraine to be like, okay, I see this tank and this tank and this plane, and you should go do this and this and this, and this is how we're gonna do it, and and then they get drone striked.
Oh my
The
God,
generals.
dude. They're getting
Or
killed.
something. Yeah,
So
they're just getting killed. It's hilarious.
Is it okay? So it's always like, it seems like Russia, whenever they fight, even in World War II, I
Here we
feel
go,
like
dude.
their strategy is always like, we're willing to die.
Yeah,
We'll just keep dying.
Yeah,
So-
there have been stories. I mean, there have been stories about like World War II. Basically, you if you're on a front line, behind you there might be like special forces that will not get not
Like,
let
if you go back, they'll kill you.
Yeah. And this
No,
is what
they're
they
vicious.
say to Russian soldiers, that like they basically, while you travel from Russia to Ukraine, they're gonna be like, oh, it's either for training, or like, don't worry, you're just gonna walk there and nothing gonna happen. Like there will be no real fighting, whatever. For like regular, for like foot soldiers, you know.
It's always a good
or
look
like
when the Ukrainians are like nice to the soul. It's so good to be nice to the
yeah,
soldiers.
yeah.
That's
Well,
where you need the
okay,
love kindness.
they're not. I mean, for whoever so they're nice to whoever is getting captured, and like the most like the bonds are getting captured, you know.
Yeah.
Everyone else, they're not capturing. Like they're
Killing.
They just get killed. Yeah, especially people like that's been officially like told, like especially all of the aviation people who did like drop bombs on civilians or stuff like it's not even but they actually what they done in Ukraine, they offered, which is hilarious, they offered in exchange, basically, if you're a Russian pilot
Yeah.
and you land your aircraft, you land your plane, basically you're like you're giving up, and you're giving up your plane, and you're getting captured, you get like full amnesty, and you get $1 million for your plane from Ukraine. So basically,
$1
the
million?
deal of-
That's
yeah,
a
yeah.
great deal.
If you just, I guess it doesn't really apply if you're already like been in action, but basically, if you're a Russian soldier, it's like.
Wow.
Americans throughout their lifetime, they will, if you have like $100,000 job or something, you will throughout your lifetime accumulate maybe like and spend like around $2 million
Yeah.
or something like that. The statistic is, but Russians are not seeing that money in like 20 lifetimes, basically, especially the soldiers. They're getting paid like fucking $200 a month or something.
Any Russian soldier seeing
Or
this,
400.
just take the plane and just
Oh no,
we're
they
landing. Just
yeah.
leave,
You
leave the
just
platoon,
like,
leave the group,
and
man.
I think it's half of that for the helicopter, but
Damn, dude.
this is what they're
helicopters are a
trying
little
to do.
harder to pull off, though. I feel like if you fly right now, if you're in a Russian formation, if you fly off, they probably just bomb you. They're like, he's trying to run away, get him, and they
I
just
feel
got to
like-
get you.
Yeah, so they basically at first they tell you, hey, that's not like, it's not a real operation, like you're not gonna do anything, and it's not for all of the low level military, you know.
Yeah.
But then they're basically like, okay, you can't go back now because it's military time, and if you go back, if you're not gonna listen to our orders, they will fire squad you or whatever it's called, like they will shoot you.
That's wild, man.
the
It's been
Russians,
going
but-
on for so long, though. Like, how long do you think this
Yeah,
can
it's
last
almost
from
a
Russia?
month.
It's almost a month.
So looks like from what I heard from all of the predictions, unless there are some surprises, but it doesn't look like it. Like they say like Ukrainian government says that it might last like another month, one other month top. Like they didn't have any more money. And from like some of the Western analysis of this, also like from economic point of view, apparently they locked off, like Russia didn't expect sanctions.
Yes. So there's no money.
Like this at all. So like they parked a third of their country's budget out. Like not offshore, but like outside of the, not in rubles, basically outside of the country.
And now they can't get access to 1/3 of their money.
Yeah, no, not 1/3. It's been two thirds. Yeah, so the majority of their money is no more. I don't know. Now that's not really confirmed by me. I don't know if that's correct.
Regardless, they're getting an economic hit, and you need money.
Not that. So that part I think is confirmed, but the other one is that what happened? Yeah, that these this money been promised basically to for restoration of Ukraine. This money that been like frozen and arrested.
Yeah.
So the Russian money might go to to Ukraine, but yeah, it's
I think
crazy.
this could break it apart, though. You know, do you see them breaking apart? Like, I don't know how you come out of this without ending up like basically like Germany before World War II. Like, how are the people of Russia not just going to end up like Germany pre-World War II? Where they're so poor, they're so bitter.
I mean, dude, there've been a lot of, so after 20, it's kind of weird that I felt I have this useless information for so many years, being like on English speaking kind of side of the world, but now I get to flex with my knowledge and lived experience here in this shithole. So they have a lot of like ethno-nationalism in Russia. Like all of this, you see this. So after 2014, and before, prior that too, but like basically its entire history, Russia within the Soviet Union was like a like they say hegemon or whatever. Like it's it's all been.
Dictators.
It's like the imperial core is Russian ethnicity, right? So other ethnicities are like an extra. It's like a minority that, I mean, they didn't have. So legally, there maybe there was some like legal It's a long, complicated history. Of course, there was like racism on different levels, but yeah, the Russians basically as like ethnicity within the Soviet Union been like the priority, right? So it's like, I guess, like white Americans in America that like, oh, we're, or like Anglican Americans in America throughout the history, like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah, yeah. They're
we are
ethnic.
the priority here.
Yeah.
Okay, we are
But
the
ethnically,
important
isn't
ones, and everyone else.
Ukraine, is Ukraine also ethnically the same as Russian too, or no?
So I mean, depends what you how you like quantify it, because like Ukraine is like its own thing, so it's all like Slavic.
Right.
The history goes like thousand years back, basically, where it used to be like one country, it's called like Kiev Rus, which incorporated some of the territories of like of like Russia and like most of the territories of Ukraine, but the capital was in Kiev, and that's the history of Kiev. And then but then there was
I've
like
heard Kiev is like the New
Empire,
York of Russia, almost. Like it's like it would have been the capital, Ukraine. It would have been where all the smart people are. No, I don't know.
Yeah, it's like the Kiev is like the so Kiev is the capital of Ukraine, but in European countries, unlike let's say in America, I guess, the capital is like the biggest, the most advanced, the most economically achieved city in so like it's like the London basically, but it's only, I guess, I guess maybe in like China and it's different. Sometimes capitals are just like the government cities, but sometimes it's like these
usually
hubs.
It has a base of power. Like there's a reason why. It's almost like a port. Like there's a reason why ports are really popular, because the water's there, the boats come there, whatever.
So Kiev has like super long and complicated history, but and actually Moscow is not like as a city,
that seems like a made-up capital. Like
it's
there's
not as old.
Value. Yeah, it's not as old.
It's not as old as Kiev. But regardless, in recent history, like what happened, so like the Ukraine is not some like breakaway state of Russian USSR or whatever. Even under USSR, Ukraine had its own territories, its own governance, and stuff like that. Of course, it's been integrated in the union itself. But before that, there was a lot of within Soviet Union and before Soviet Union, Ukraine been under a lot of different like oppression from Russia.
Russians,
and the most recent and the biggest one, maybe you know about this, because I didn't. There is this genocide that happened in India that's connected to that. I didn't know about it for that long, but basically British reformed Indian governance and didn't let people plant and eat their own food, so you have to like work for the British, and up to like 10 million Indians died.
Overall,
something
altogether,
like
it's like 50 million Indians have died under British rule of starvation. But they're usually like 5 million, 10 million, 5 million. Like it happened every like 20 years under their rule, because they wouldn't let certain people farm.
Yeah,
they
wanted
you're on
to
the
have
market
more
economy.
Export to Britain, and therefore they basically denied people the ability to produce food for themselves.
And Churchill actually had the food. Like I think like during World War II, 5 million Indian, 4.6 million. Well, it's the last starvation like that. It was 4.6 million during World War II. People had grains. Like people had boats. I think the Australians were trying to send them grains, and maybe Canada was trying to send them food, and Churchill didn't let them. Churchill basically blocked it somehow. They were like asking him. It's actually in his notes, and they said, "Please." Someone's like, "Please, the people are starving." And he wrote on the side, "Why isn't Gandhi dead then?" Because he didn't like Gandhi. trying to separate.
Yeah, Churchill is a piece of shit. Actually, there's this great video by I think the YouTuber Lunarbox. He's
Yeah.
like a British guy, but I think from Welsh or something. I don't know. So basically about how Churchill is actually basically Churchill is only loved now, and he was hated even throughout the World War II, and even after he was like kicked out. Right, like loner box. Yeah, loner.
Yeah. He is weird and
Um,
like look, you need a psycho like this to beat Hitler, I guess. Same with General Patton. Like General
was-
Patton's like this war hero, but it's like they're crazy. They become heroes.
Yeah,
but
the
they're
history is like being rewritten, you know. Anyway, so something like this, it's called Holodomor, which is translates to something like this happened in Ukraine, basically by the Russian later Soviet Union government, right? I guess at the time Soviet Union government, but of course by Russia. So pretty sure like Stalin. So it's called Holodomor, and it's in 1932, 33. It happened that basically, for a year or like over a year, in some regions of Ukraine that didn't want to accept or basically like didn't want to submit themselves into like the Russian governance. I guess.
So then
you can think about
the
this like
Russians
being like protesting or something like that. They didn't want to like do whatever the Russians been telling them to do. They basically came in and so it translates to like starvation, I guess.
Wow.
To intentionally starve someone. Holodomor. They came through, and I think like again like up to 5 million or so estimates are weird, but a bunch of people, up to 3 to 5 million people died, and the stories are insane because some people, like people who've been chilled, the stories of people who've been children at the time are still like recorded basically you can be like a normal like middle age and have a grandma who lived through Holodomor in Ukraine.
It sounds like that bad guy in it's like Voldemort, but it's Holodomor. It's like that Harry Potter bad guy.
Well, it's like it's like an American pronunciation. It's actually Holodomor.
Holodomor.
With the hard R, Holodomor.
No, that's a big thing. Like there's a lot of uprisings around food shortages.
People fucking ate their own children. That's some of the most terrifying stories. And there was this law, I think it's like it was called like 3 grains law. Basically, if you're running around the field and like a KGB agent or whatever they had catches you, you're like a child, and you have more than 3 grains of wheat with you. You're like they'll take it away from you basically. So you can't. People been eating like just grass and fucking whatever that's like unedible, and of course like they would eat their youngest children because they wouldn't survive anyway. Like, and that's you need to realize what kind of a hard decision that would be even.
That's a tough decision, and it's almost to take away their suffering too, because it's just suffering. Like, this is some painting. Sure. This is some artwork from Bengal during like one of the famines. But it actually inspires a lot of artwork like this, like where people make art of like them starving, and then like these here, there's like just Brits like standing in front of them. Yeah, it's a big issue.
Also the stories that like whenever you have your stomach would like blow up basically. So at the last stages of dying from hunger, that would happen. So there was a story that like Soviets would like let in some international. Now that's if that's a speculation or not, I don't know. But like let in an international people like from other countries check if genocide is happening or not.
Yeah.
and they wouldn't even give anyone food in the Ukrainian villages. They would just like get some like chickens loose or whatever, or
Yeah.
like put food on the table, but not let them eat. And because people had their stomachs like ballooned from being hungry, which happens when it's actually like too late to even eat.
Yeah, I think it's in
whatever.
Ethiopia when they have those ads for like feed people in Africa. I've seen it there. I don't really see it much in India. I don't know. It's different diseases though. It's like combined with other stuff.
Yeah.
Because like you start starving and then you do pick up diseases that might be related to starving. So
True,
I don't know.
it's maybe geographical, like some
could be,
shit.
yeah.
Maybe you get like some different disease.
And there's
So
different
basically,
stages of it. There's different levels.
They
of
were like,
starvation.
look, they're fucking fat. They're fat. Like that's
Oh
fat.
my
Look, they
God.
have stomachs. They're fat. What are you talking about? What do you mean? What's starvation? The
Starving.
chickens are running around, and they're fat. Those Ukrainians. What are you, stupid?
Oh my God. Yeah, look, there's this.
Yeah, this.
This is a big thing. This is a thing. I remember, dude, I remember I was a kid and I thought that. I was like, they're asking for money. It's
Oh
like,
Jesus,
why?
dude.
Oh my God.
Okay,
yeah.
stop. That's not safe for work, dude.
Yeah, no, that's no good.
Oh my God. So basically, those are the story. Like, and there is more. There is like political oppression and all. Like everything else is kind of chill compared to Holodomor, of course. But like there is more throughout the Soviet Union, and I guess maybe like the last, like the 80s or 70s, been like majority of Soviet Union, like Stalinism is fucked up, but then after that it was a bit more chill. So this is why I guess some people in Russia like are nostalgic about it or some shit.
Yeah. Well, I heard Lex Friedman talk about how he supports Putin because he's like only someone like Putin can control Russia.
Wait, who?
Lex Friedman was saying that like Lex Friedman podcast?
Yeah, this
Huge
guy?
podcast, science fiction.
He
But he wasn't saying like
supports
I
Putin?
support Putin, but he was just like and this is before obviously the attack on Ukraine. Way before. It was like maybe like
What a
last year
fucking dumbass, dude.
I heard him talking about this, but
I can
he was
tell
basically
that
saying
he's
like
not in Russia, dude. That's
yeah. But he was saying that like a lot of people in Russia believe, or he believes, and a lot of people in Russia believe that without like it's so unstable politically that you need someone like. But I guess that's what every dictator tells you. It's like what Saddam Hussein tells you too. He's like, without me,
it's
you
the
couldn't
whole
control it.
fascist like strong man shit. Like, oh, you need a
Yeah.
strong man, good.
Yeah, that's too bad, man.
Yeah,
So-
I hope Tom Nash in chat is not Z pilled or whatever.
Is Tom Nash in the chat? Do you see him?
Yeah, he was asking me something, and I guess I responded. He's up,
Eddie with the
before
good
I
hair.
can-
Yeah, the hair's great, dude. Looks great. Well, right.
Are you
yeah.
making fun of my hair?
No, it's great, dude. I love it.
That's not my-
I don't get to see it.
Yeah.
I don't get to see it. Yeah, dude. I mean, what do you think is going to happen now, though? Like, do you think America's going to? Okay, do you think America should join? Do you think they will join?
Whom?
The Americans, because that if they do the no-fly zone, that means World War III apparently. So, like, what do you think of that? Is it?
Yeah, I don't think that's.
or-
It doesn't look like that's. So it puts me in a kind of a. I was calling into this other show, which is actually it's actually very good. It's
Whoa,
very funny.
whoa! You call into other shows?
Yeah.
Oh
I'm
my
a big fan of
God.
this guy who's actually not that large. And he's like 30,000 subs.
Wow, you're a supporter of the
Called
community. Love it.
RM Brown, and I was telling him the same thing about this no-fly zone that like basically it doesn't look like it's gonna happen, but it puts me like as a Ukrainian, it puts me in a weird spot to like be in either pro or against it, because on one like this is basically the only time that it could be like an escalation considered, actually, like not just a pretend escalation that Russia pretends that everything like US does is an escalation, but actually involvement of other parties besides like he's pretty funny.
This looks great. This actually looks
He's like
great.
he's like a leftist guy.
Yeah,
If you
no, I
wanna
like.
see
I like
someone
this look.
dunking on conservatives mostly.
And he does 20 minutes at a time.
He has like actually his business model is pretty good. He has like 30,000 subs, but I'm pretty sure he makes like like 50 or like some like $600,000 on yearly on Patreon, basically only like or like 5 or like 4. Look at his Patreon. Go click on his
Let's look at the
video
Patreon.
and go.
This is actually
Because
very important work.
he basically makes. Yeah, click on his Patreon and maybe calculate if it just says the number of subscribers.
1350.
Oh yeah, here we go, dude.
1,000 patrons.
Dude, 7,000 Canadian per month.
Dude, this guy's
Pretty
killing
cool.
it.
Yeah, pretty cool. That's what
Bolt
Patreon
cutters.
does. Like he doesn't have to be. So he basically does like a show. He cuts these shows. He basically does the show live, and then he does the show on YouTube. And like basically extra content is all locked up on behind the paywall, and then
Girl Ben
perks and
Shapiro.
stuff.
Yo,
Yeah.
this is sick, dude. This is great. Thanks for you know what? Sub it. Let me watch
Hell
the video
yeah.
and then I'll like it.
Okay.
I'll for sure like it. But make sure anyone who's watching this stream, make sure you like it. No, I gotta check this guy out. This is a good future for the drip, actually. You know, I was just telling them,
Yeah,
it's like, we
this
gotta build this
business
ashram.
model is very good. I'm
very powerful.
subscribed even to some patrons like that they just like they close some, like basically half of the content is on Patreon and half of there.
Well,
But
we
anyway,
can do that on YouTube too. I think YouTube lets you do that too. Kevin Samuels has a great like business like
Yeah.
this too. He goes live and dude, he's just ripping on black women. Kevin Samuels, if you watch the show,
Oh my
and
God.
then he has so it's all these people paying to be on
Okay.
the show. So first you have to pay to be in his super chats, I think. But then even as the show's going, $200 donation, $250 donation, and if you look at the name, like $250, and the name will be like "Make Black Men Proud Again." Love you, man. Like just every couple of minutes, they just all are throwing money at him, dude.
see
Insane.
you don't have to do this. You can just have a Patreon.
Yeah, Patreon. I mean, we had Roberto on. Roberto was saying like keep it on YouTube, but yeah, 100%. I mean, it's the same business.
Well,
model.
depends for a long. I mean, for a long form content that I see this works. Like the Trap House is one of the most popular
Wow, see,
podcasts
yeah.
on Patreon.
yeah, huge.
30%,
Roberto's saying Amish YouTube takes 30%, Patreon
yeah,
takes
yeah,
70%.
yeah.
That's a good
YouTube
point,
takes
too.
30%.
That is a good point. Yeah, no, I feel like Roberto last time we were talking about just doing it
doesn't
on
even-
the channel, but
I
yeah,
think
I mean,
people
either
are
way.
also
You
people
can
are also
do
more
both.
familiar
Wow.
with Patreon.
He's saying you can do both. You know what, Roberto? That's a
True.
good call because why not just copy and paste them and just have both? Oh, hey, whatever the community wants, give me money however you want to give me money. Yeah, that's true.
By the way, nice to see Roberto watching me, because I remember back in the day I was like watching his like tutorials on business, basically like business of design stuff, like him and the Future.
Right.
I know what they
the
do
future
now.
is great.
Actually,
Yeah. Yo, you watch the future, dude? Chris Doe, you mean? Is it Chris Doe? Future?
yeah, Chris Doe. I used
So
to.
good.
So he basically, I don't know, like he stopped making as. I think he moved off of YouTube or something. Like it's only clips on YouTube now. It's like on,
I think he's
all
only
on
doing
his
1 minute.
website.
I was just
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about someone about this.
So-
they just
so
are
I don't-
strictly doing 1 minute rippers. That's it.
I don't like that. I like watching. I guess I don't. I know
You know,
enough. I guess
You got to
So
remember
I
that there's a
stopped
market
watching,
for
but-
long form, you know, like there is a
Yeah.
market for long form. He's just not like, he's just going with the algorithm and saying, I think
But
he's
so cool,
just switched over.
in this creative community, like so many people just want to do stuff, and they like when they go to the business meeting, like and I know so many people like it. There's like the businessman, all of the organizer kind of mindset people. They will like, oh, I need a designer, and I know this guy. Okay, can you do this for me for like $10? And all of the creative people will be like, okay, no, for $5. Okay, I'll do it for $5, and then
Oh my God.
they're gonna be bitching and complaining in like
Of course.
designer communities about how client work sucks, and yeah,
It's
and
very
Chris Doe
educational,
really
like,
like broke this.
yeah.
For not just for me, for a lot of people, I think broke this cycle.
Yeah. Christo will, and the team will likely bring
Oh, I
back
hope
the
so.
intern. I hope so.
I hope
Because
so,
it was like, it's almost too good for the 1 minute rippers are good. I've seen a bunch of them, but the long form, like when he sits down and he's teaching someone like, okay, you had a client, they came in, like he's really breaking down for someone that this is just a communication issue. Like I grew up with my dad starting business with people. and then fighting with them and then saying they screwed us over, they ripped us off, this and that. And it's like, no, y'all didn't communicate. It's just two dudes from India. You just wrote on a napkin. Nobody even knows where the hell the napkin is. You start a business like this. You have ideas in your head. They have ideas in your head. It's so good to teach young people because so many people will go through that and then they'll be like, yeah, the industry's stupid. It doesn't make sense because like, you know, I got screwed over 3 times. Nobody wants to pay for this and that, whatever. And then he just breaks it down. Is like, no, this is just a perception issue. Like you're seeing it as them rip you off.
Yeah. Even this idea that like, hey, if you don't like the client, you don't have to work for them. Like you can just say them like, fuck off. I'm not going to work for $50. I spend like a month on this logo design or something. They're like, especially I used to do logo design at first in my like design career before I learned CG. So this whole idea of something being kind of so simple and elegant and seemingly easy to create, actually having a lot more value than just a picture. And being sold for like thousands and thousands, or sometimes millions of dollars, was kind of like groundbreaking for me because you also see more value. Like you realize how much like Apple or Nike logo is worth.
Right. That was a good lecture. That was a very quality lecture.
Yeah, I think that's their most popular video. That
how much you charge for logo design?
How much you charge for logo design? Yeah.
So good video. He is like a genius. Yeah, he's brilliant.
Yeah.
And his stuff on Socratic selling, it's so brilliant, man. He's the only sales guy because he is heavy in sales, Chris Do. And he does a lot of sales philosophy, but he's the only one. And I think I bought one of his classes too, but like he's the only one I've seen that doesn't do it like so shicey, you know, like it's just an honest, like Socratic selling is about solving someone's problem. And that's his genuine.
At this point, I would buy if I was doing like more client work and not just with the same people, but also it's and
it's cool that he does teach all that. Like he teaches like how to, like even the videos on his channel about you're an artist, how do you manage your time? Like what amount of time are you going to spend on this contract? Is it worth taking this and that? It's like so hard to organize your head. Honestly, this is the hardest thing with YouTube even, is just figuring out like, okay, what to do. Like it's a million things can be done, but he has a lot of great videos about that even. It's like, okay, go through your Ikigai. He does like an Ikigai one. He does like so many good, those, I think he calls them whiteboard sessions, but he just does them. And he's like, he's their guru. He's a great guruji. He's a good sales guruji and like art design sales guruji. He has so many good, powerful things on his
he's the actual I didn't know any. I used to think like I guess I was stupid enough to think that like Gary Vee is the real deal, but I don't think on YouTube I don't know anyone else besides Chris Do who is actually who actually gives you like good advice and not just like hustle culture bullshit, and also not a scam. So
very little hustle culture. He's actually smart with like, don't take a project. Like, why are you taking this project? And he even has students that are like, no, because hustle, right? And he's like, no. Just you know, value your time. Pick one good project at a time. Be clear about it. It's so good. It's such great training.
Get a lot of money for one project and like take care of it and make good work actually. And all of that.
Yeah, and it's what the culture needs right now because we are going into a freelance society. I can't imagine. First of all, we're going to be switching jobs like 5 times in our lives. Switching locations maybe, but definitely switching jobs. Like the economy is so weird now. You don't just do one thing unless you're an artist, but then even if you're an artist, it is like switching, man. I've had to do like, I'm writing kids TV, I'm podcasting, I'm doing like some stand-up, some sketches, but mostly I'm like writing kids TV shows. It's weird. You just fall into shit. And I'm still auditioning for like acting work. And I guess
for our professions, it's always been like a gig economy. But it's weird for people who used to been able to just have one job and be fine.
That's a fantasy. I don't know if that's going to exist now. I think a lot of people you hear are like, oh, my
kind of sucks actually, or whatever. I mean, whatever we have this freelance is kind of different from gig economy because like we have if we do a freelance gig, you like write something or I do like some CG stuff or art, whatever. We can negotiate with people however we want, but like this whole app gig economy is kind of different because whatever your option on the app, whatever your Uber Eat, whatever your local
it automatically forces you to take the cheapest price.
Yeah, it seems like they advertise as if you're gonna work for yourself and you'll be your own boss and work only 3 hours, but actually you need to at minimum meet the same requirement that's like a regular, let's say again, like taxi service or delivery service or whatever, full-time, or sometimes even more, but then you don't get any benefits because you technically, that's actually, it's pretty funny. That's whatever, even without the apps, that's something that's kind of happening in Ukraine with business.
Wow, because they're saying, hey man, you're getting bombed, so
they hired not now,
price.
before. That's one of the like that's one of the economically shady things that's happening. Like one of the scams to like avoid paying taxes here is like they will hire you as a private contractor even if it's a full-time job. Basically to this, like you work at the store or something, or you're like a delivery guy for some company, and
better to just go through like Uber Eats or whatever to do deliveries than hire a delivery guy now. Yeah, for sure.
Not that, they just hire you and you will work for a company and everything. Like wow,
dude,
imagine some local like 7-Eleven alternative, whatever. You work as you
wow.
check out groceries, but the ticket says the check says that you've been not like you didn't buy groceries from 7-Eleven and whatever we have here, right?
No, I got you.
You buy groceries from some John McAllister, the local worker.
What? Come on,
that's the
hire
scam.
someone. It's like, imagine you get a job and they go, yeah, so you're hired, just log in and you do everything through the app. So it's just like, come on, dude, be like own the store and just be the boss of the store. Yeah, but they're even trying to outsource that into
but you don't have a choice. You just do whatever
in Ukraine, eh? Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, that's too bad.
I mean,
man.
like everywhere.
Yeah, people want to change that. Here you can't do that. Here you can only only some places get that loophole of like, because it's Uber, we came in. But then even Uber is going to face more and more lawsuits saying like, you have to provide healthcare, you have to take care of people. And I think in California or in Vancouver, they were forced to do like healthcare and shit like that. So like, it is almost like a legal battle. You got to keep fighting with them until they do shit, because they don't want to do anything. Obviously, they're just like trying to save all the money they can. I heard in California,
unions.
Yeah,
the unions.
They run away when they hear union. Dude, in Canada, the Walmarts in Canada, I think there's like one in Montreal. They talked about a union, gone. Close it. In
like Europe, in like Western Europe, mostly like unions is such a like I heard in the Netherlands, while they are still like very much capitalist or whatever, they still have like they have this thing, like it's weird to even think about like union solidarity. So basically, if McDonald's workers strike for better wages, they don't even have in Netherlands. They don't even have like good minimum wage. They they just don't have minimum wage. I don't think they even need to, but because
Netherlands because everyone's just so nice, so they're like, no, the job will just pay them right.
Basically,
that's
because
amazing.
everything is unionized. So basically, like McDonald's workers striking, and let's say the company tries to hire what's the name, scabs, right?
Scabs. Yeah.
Scabs to work for them. They don't even have to like block entrances or whatever they used to do in US. The other union will not, unions that deliver food to them, the truckers or people like that.
Right.
Well, in solidarity, not deliver.
Wow,
the unions
that's
of
good.
Advertisement industry will not put up McDonald's advertisement. Some like outsourced cookers or whatever, whoever is involved in the chain of doing business for the company in solidarity, they will stop. They will just stop. And that's it.
Dude.
You have to have your like $20 or whatever they have
in America, like
$20 an hour minimum wage in
that's amazing, dude. Western
for
Europe.
McDonald's or some crap.
That's amazing, dude. In America, that's terrorism. Basically, they call them terrorists. Like they have union fights from back in the day, and they're just like someone who's like, hey, I believe that workers should have rights, whatever. And then these business people will be like, this guy's a communist. He's a communist terrorist, agitator, socialist terrorist, agitator, and he loves the commies. And that's it, dude. They go after them. That's what like America has no union thing left anymore. Their union solidarity is nothing in America. It's almost like other workers are like, hey, I don't like union.
I used to think that in US, like the whole Red Scare is kind of overblown. Well, it is, right? It's all in the interest of like big business. Like
I think so. I think it's just rich people don't want to pay tax.
Yeah, that's part of it. But I've heard that a lot of like 50s, like the 20th century, like progressive leftist and like especially socialist and communist movements are been actually backed by Soviet Union, like a part of it. So it's associated with and you don't never know which one is which. And I kind of feel like recently I realized what it's like. Like I only heard about it. But like especially Stalinism is like whoever is like supporting or does like Stalin apologia is basically a fascist. You can there is no distinction between like fascist and Stalinists.
I would say Stalin's more of a dictator than like a communist even, because I don't think he cared about workers' rights. Like, did he care about workers' rights really, or did he just care about me?
He would just
and I can dominate you all. If
you say anything wrong, you will get killed. I recently found out that I wish some stream. Anyway, he killed he killed 80% of his own party before. Basically, as soon as he got into power, everyone who opposes him, he just killed them. And it's also like at the workers level, also like if someone is protesting, he just kills them. It doesn't really matter. So they had some institutional like the workers' rights. Well, actually, a lot of
apparently this movie is really sick and hilarious, but it's called Death of Stalin. Have you seen this? Death of Stalin?
No.
It's got like a million incredible American actors. But it's basically like it's a comedy movie. It's kind of got the feel of like Dr. Strangelove. I don't know if you ever saw that. See, this guy's playing Stalin, obviously. But dude, these guys, like, it was so funny how like they can't do jokes. Like if they do a joke around, if he does a joke, and I love
how they look.
He'll kill them. He will kill them.
Yeah,
I know,
basically.
but they're all American.
He was also he's known for that's actually very offensive. As a Slav myself, that's you know what I fucking hate. I actually
dude,
hate,
are you saying that they're slab facing? They're slab facing.
Yeah,
there's like brown face.
This one is fine. This one, like I can actually tell who's like in English looking or Slavic looking.
Yeah.
But the fucking Black Widow, just the way they do, like with no other ethnicity, this would be allowed. Like imagine just Black Widow playing like a whatever Scarlett Johansson.
Well, Scarlett Johansson did play a Japanese girl in that movie, and when they redid.
Well, that was very. Well, she didn't do. You know what? She didn't do Japanese accent. She wasn't like, "Oh, hi, I can't even do the Chinese accent. Hi, kawaii. Like Japanese girl. She didn't do that. But when she plays a Russian girl or other people there, they're all American, and they all talk like this. Mother Russia. Let's go do some superhero stuff.
No, Russian.
Like
y'all are white.
That's kind of fucked. Yeah, like technically you're white.
That's it.
But,
look, I know it's offensive, but don't.
And communism bad because Soviet Union bad. So like we get to do this, but where there's a racist history against some minority, that's not allowed.
Eastern Europe is just white, and that's it. No matter how poor a country is, they're just.
Oh my god,
have
you seen this? Oh yeah, you watched this on stream. That's so fucking stupid. I was so annoyed by this. Some like American weirdos been like, with all due respect, Ukrainians are white, so it's different than like bombing brown people. I was like, no, I don't need your support.
It's fine. Yeah,
this is so
why go out of your way to say I will not be supporting you because you're white? And I'll be supporting Yemen. And I mean, look, I get it, man. Yemen's screwed too. Bring it up or whatever. But it doesn't have to be like.
I don't know about Yemen, but Syria also like supported by Russia, like the same The same regimes, fucking Russians are there too. Like
Russia's over there
in a lot of
too.
places.
Yeah, man.
Not
I
just
mean,
too, like they are supporting Assad or whatever his name is.
yeah, but then there's a
not
bunch of
Hassan.
fighters.
That's a different guy.
I think Free Syrian Army is coming to help Ukraine, and they're trying to come in to help because they want to kill Russians. And then there's a bunch of people that are supporting Russia, and I don't even think they're doing anything in this though. I think there's just some people coming into Ukraine from Syria saying, let us kill Russians. I don't know why I give that accent.
I know actually like an anecdote about this, which is again like it's an unconfirmed kind of thing, but you can't really confirm it. I guess if someone speaks, what do Syrians speak? Arabic or is that?
Yeah, I'm assuming they speak Arabic. Yeah,
Arabic. So if you're on that part of the internet, maybe you can confirm or deny this, but they say someone in Ukraine said that we do have like a minority Arabic African, also like
there's people in Ukraine
people in Ukraine who go here to study, get degree
Indian
here,
people too.
and Indian people, a lot of Indian people, that's like the biggest. It's not really minority, it's like I guess like an immigration wave, and then they don't mostly don't stay anyway. So it's possible that someone actually does. Basically, some guy was saying that he has a Arab friend, and the guy was like, yeah, Syrians who say that they support Russia and gonna go fight here, plan to, like, they speculate and want to leave Syria, get captured here by Ukraine, and then somehow run, like basically, or just get into Ukraine, run away, cross the border to Europe, and try to like emigrate to Europe and like as a refugee, or something. Like this is, but they support. I've seen some Russian propagandist, like on Twitter. I've seen a tweet. It's hilarious because basically the guy with like Z in his handle name or whatever.
Yeah.
So this video of like Syrian fighters that all look, they're like, imagine the skinniest guys on the planet with no gear or anything on them, just in like old Soviet style, not even armor, but like military clothing, with like AKs. And the Russian propagandist was like, this is the powerful Syrian army that will come and help the Russians to, they call it a special operation, to do the special operation, because they're not allowed to say war in Russia.
Oh my God.
They're not allowed to call it war.
Yeah. That's so wild.
Gary V. Have you seen this thing about where Gary V kisses his dad?
Ew, no. Someone just asked, Victor in the comments just asked, did Gary V really divorce his wife? So I just looked at it.
Oh, I wonder.
I don't think. The scenario clearly explains that Gary V is no longer with his wife, Lizzie, and is enjoying this phase of his life by being fairly private yet open about his relationship and love life.
Oh no. I think
he's banging hookers. He's banging hookers. That's where hustle culture goes. Hustle culture says bang hookers, I feel like.
Yeah, probably.
You know what I mean?
He's gonna be even more cringe. He's gonna be even more. He's gonna get loose. He's always he pretends like he's 18, even though I think the man has a middle-age crisis. I think for sure. Like, have you seen how he dresses?
Yeah, he does dress like a kid, eh? I mean, I kind of do that too, but yeah, no, I know what you mean. He's a silly guy.
A little more of like a little more Gary Vee-ier, and he's gonna be doing like black scent. He's gonna be trying to be like a SoundCloud rapper, like a white rapper or something. And
he's gonna start doing cocaine in front of everyone, I think, because I feel like he's doing it right now. He has the decency to like hide and like, let's go, come on, I got it, let's go to this garage sale. Hey, how much money are you making on this garage sale? Like he is just any place he'll just go into a thing, and some of his ideas are very like cokey. I've heard that like when you do coke, you just have these dumb business ideas. You're like, oh yeah, no, we'll make some money on that. Yeah, we can make money on that. It's like, what are you doing? He was doing like a garage sale. Like, I'm going to garage sales and I'm doing flips.
So funny.
guy. What? And
He's
he's
so-
trying to do
he's
the math
such a
like this could make millions. What are you, stupid?
He's such a weirdo. He's so proud of himself when he like basically some poor like mom tries to sell stuff that she doesn't need at her garage sale. She's not gonna be haggling with him. She's like, okay, it's like $10, and he's like, can I get it for $5? And she's like, I guess maybe for $6. Yeah, it's for $6. Sucker. And then he goes to the camera. Suckers, they gave me this for $6. I'm gonna sell it for 12 bucks.
It's not worth it. Okay, honestly, what I do agree with, do it in your own house. Go around your own house. Any extra shit you don't need, go on whatever the websites are. There's a couple. You can just do Facebook Marketplace. I've been doing it too. I'm minimalizing. But the idea that I'm gonna go buy someone else's garbage, I guarantee you have enough garbage. Get rid of yours. See what the ROI is. It's not that great, dude.
It's ROI is not that great. And also think about this, like when you do this, like you're not working, you're not doing any, you're not investing in your skills or anything like that. You're not learning anything besides like just walking around neighborhoods and buying stuff. You have to drive, especially in US. You'll have to drive there. Like it's not for free that you get to these rich people houses where they do
time is
yard
money,
sales.
Man.
And you spend your time, you spend gas.
Rich people don't even do garage sales. I feel like it's a pretty, it is like
middle class, I mean, by rich, you know?
I feel like I'd go lower than that even.
I
don't know.
I just mean that
it doesn't seem like it's making anyone a lot of money.
He makes it look as if it's something that will get people out of poverty.
Yeah.
Like all you need to do is it's easy actually. All you need to do is just go and do garage sales and resell them on eBay.
Yeah.
Even though like he uses stuff, Gary V, Patel's NFTs. Also thank you for ruining this for me, Gary V. That's so great. Yeah, like
I mean NFT, dude, I did a joke
it's just
about
associated
doing,
with a
I did a joke about doing
scam.
a token brown guy token, and everyone's just like, I can't believe you. How could you do this? You're a con artist.
I guess
it's just a joke, but NFTs are.
I guess everyone kind of reacts to NFTs now because of all of these people, as if you're like doing a hate crime or something, as if you're like in blackface. Hey guys, one day like this is NFT. I can't believe this. You're scamming people. It's all even. I mean.
Yeah.
It
is like an art, isn't it? Like an art like thing. I thought it was like for making like one of a kind art.
Yeah, everyone who like most great artists who I follow and know, like they sell NFTs, but it was supposed to be this thing, like this thing of like, oh, we have all of this potential of digital art, but you used to. So normally, how this works. As a digital artist myself, I guess, but for a lot of people, it's like, so you make some art, you put it up for free on Instagram as just like a picture. This will attract potentially a client, and then this is how you make money. This is like basically the only one of the few ways of making money as a digital artist. This will attract a client. And if you're lucky, the client also, it's kind of hard to get matched up with the client. They also reasonable. They are also have money. They also like what you. They also are not an asshole,
Yeah.
And then eventually you're gonna make another artwork for the client,
right?
A commission. And only then you get to have like your, I don't know, like $500 or something.
Oh, the NFT thing. Yeah. No, the NFTs are weird.
That's before NFTs. And now a bunch of people who could only do art like that as a commission. They now sell NFTs to collectors, right? So it doesn't have to be, but then like
it was could be like a way to work up in the game, like it was
supposed to be this thing that grows over time. Like, okay, in 5 years, in 20 years, in 50 years, the value of this artwork will grow because this artist will get more famous. He will get more like or like one of these artists will get more influential.
Yeah.
How I all of the hustle culture, all of this crap kind of turned this into, if you buy an NFT today, you have to make money tomorrow, or
Yeah,
like
it's a pump
in
and dump
5
now.
days you have to resell.
And everyone just thinks it's a pump and dump. It's like, it's
Yeah.
not all pump and dump. It's like cryptocurrency. There's real cryptos. They're not all schemes. So NFTs, yeah, I think it's a great thing for artists, actually. It's really smart. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it seems like
Yeah,
a
but
lot.
also peddling this whole thing, this whole idea also, there's this like long video, we probably seen it, this line goes up about NFTs. It's like an hour or something long, but the guy does completely like ignores actual art market within it, like places like Super Rare and Maker's Place, and he
Yeah.
only concentrates on, he only shows all of the crap collectible pixel punk slash and whatever board
Yeah, they
ape
do
style
these-
NFTs.
Yeah.
He doesn't show any of the actual artworks. He doesn't even show any like people artwork, or I don't know. The context for artworks was pretty bad, but he does talk like the point about the crypto space itself pushing this weird idea, and this is where Gary Vee comes in, basically like applying NFTs to like selling things that are not to be like turning everything into this weird commodity to be sold.
Yeah.
Like selling like tickets through NFTs and selling. They're trying to sell domain names, but you don't get to own the domain name. You
Right.
own the NFT of the domain name. That's one of the
Right.
idea. And like, why? But I guess you're supposed to like suspend your disbelief when you hear about these crazy disruptive ideas. You're supposed to be like, maybe that sounds kind of I don't get it, but maybe it's worth money.
Yeah. I mean, it's complex enough that you just go like, maybe I don't get it. But
Mhm.
I don't like the idea. Like Coffeezilla just hit a million subs. Shout out. But he just did a video on, well, you probably worked on it even, but he just did a video on Floyd Money Mayweather and how he sold these NFTs. And it's like the NFT, the second one he made, I think it was the second one. It's like this action figure of him as a boxer. It's a really cool toy. Why don't you make the toy? But they don't make the toy. They just made the NFT of the toy. So it's like you're buying an NFT, but to get like this action, you get this
I guess
action figure of Floyd Mayweather.
in the way, like if you're buying this as a, so the problem is that it's only a scam if you're pitched it to be like, oh, you're gonna make
Right.
money
You're
off
gonna
of
make
it.
money. Yeah, that's what he was doing
But-
too.
And yeah, so that's a mistake. If you're just saying, oh, I'm making an NFT, and this like Super Rare now allows for like 3D models to be, they have some special format. Basically on the website you can have a sculpture and you can actually rotate around it and do stuff like this.
Sick, yeah.
And this can be sold as an NFT. So it's not that much different. Like this argument that somehow things are only valuable if they are physical, like
yeah.
all of a sudden, if it's a T-shirt, it's supposed to cost money. If it's a print, it's worth money. If it's on the computer, it's nothing somehow.
Yeah, that's true.
Why? Like that's kind of weird, because you can do things on the computer that you can't do for print, like animation, yeah, right?
Animation and
Or
music
sculptures.
and yeah, like music is bought like that. So there could be
Yeah.
visual. Yeah. So we got to figure out a way to do it. I think it might be our congregation, because it is like like, you know, they're watching. Steven's putting up like 10. He's just put up like 10 videos about NFT scammers. You know what I'm saying? Like there's so many.
No, everyone talks. Like the community is so annoying and toxic. Like they also are unwilling to accept any criticisms. Like all of these companies that put up like it's all a fad or whatever they call it. Like you can't you just don't get it, man. It's all you just a technophobe. It's all in the future. Everything's gonna be everything is going to be an NFT. Everything's going to be,
Well,
it's all these like marketers.
Yeah. Well, Lana Rhodes was like, how could you talk about my NFT scam when Ukraine is under fire?
So funny. Yeah.
So
Ignore
it's like
me.
anything.
What about, how dare you to talk
How dare you talk about my
about
NFT
something
scam?
other than Ukraine right now?
Yeah. So ridiculous. Yo, I got to run, man. But tell me.
Okay.
Yo, we should do this again though this week. We could just do some topics.
Yeah, I have way too much free time.
Oh, sick. Okay,
So,
good.
yeah, I would.
Send me topics.
I would
man.
love to
We'll
like
do it.
watch some video with you or something.
Yeah, we should
Like
do. Okay,
reacting
so
something
next
funny?
episode, in the next couple of days, we'll just do a video. We react to a video. Yeah, for sure,
Okay.
man. I'm here. I'm ripping. I just gotta
Just,
go because I got to
text me on.
TV festival, and I gotta go do more like these things for Banff TV Festival. It's a pretty big festival actually. But yeah, thanks for coming, dude. I appreciate you.
Thank you for letting me be here.
Yeah, man.
appreciate
Ed Lachinsky, everyone.
you.
Ed Lachinsky is gonna be back on the show soon. We're gonna do some topics. Look out for Marco too. Marco wants to come back. Elaine is coming back in the next couple of weeks. Some Toronto comics. My buddy Abbas Wahab wants to come on. So we're gonna have a lot of guests in the next couple of weeks. Lots of killer ripper topics for you guys. And yeah, I got to do another mystery gas episode tomorrow because there's just more of those like California gas prices going up. And like I said, Ed Lachinsky will be back. Thanks again, everyone, for coming. Keep supporting the digital ashram. Let me just give a couple of shout outs here. Roberto Blake is here, our official Guruji of the channel. Shoker88 is here. Yahuvi, Revolutionary Thinking. Let Revolutionary Thinking line go up. Revolutionary Thinking dude has been here after so long. Raziel the Great, JTXO, thanks for coming. Jason, what's up? Uke Vibes, Victor, you are loved, you are loved, you are loved. Gurliga, Yahuvi.
Someone
Tom
is shitting on
Nash.
me.
Tom Nash, what's up?
Someone is shitting on me in the chat. Oh no.
Who is?
Someone is saying that I'm a hypocrite because I like NFTs, but I
Who-
don't like capitalism.
Who needs to learn respect right now? The major platforms and corporations are doing NFTs though. AMC, Disney, and all the social media platforms.
Oh yeah,
are
that's
adopting it.
so cringe. I guess, but
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
weird that they're all getting into it. Everyone's getting in on the game, dude. I mean, it's hard.
I don't
to-
know. I think I would
to do
just
it.
never buy. Like, if I'm a fan of some artist, I would buy their NFT.
Yeah,
I
why
think
not?
everyone who I like is like way too expensive, but I would buy their NFT. But I just don't see how. Maybe it's just me. I would never. It's basically It's basically a fancy way of donating to people in a
Yeah.
way, in like artist space, and in return you get like you're being attached to their artwork. So like be donating to a huge company, they made these NFTs with Matrix and stuff. Like why?
Yeah.
Why would you? Yeah, just get my money for not much, I guess.
It's like, I guess if you buy the toy, they used to do that. You used to like buy these toys from a company and they'd be like,
Yeah.
the official seal of authenticity, certified. The resale value is going to go up through the roof on this Masters of the Universe.
Yeah,
action
that's true.
figure. Like, really, dude? I mean, come on. Yeah, dude. Thanks for coming. Yo, Tom Nash was asking, Ed, did you get it out from Lviv? Yes, the answer is yes. You're in the smaller town now. You're safe and sound in the Ukraine, but it sounds like you're safe. Dude, I hope this ends soon, man. And we'll
Yeah, me
talk more
too.
in the next couple of days. Thanks for calling in, man, and thanks everyone for coming in. Cesar Cabrera, John, Joshua, Jordan Dunn. We had a bunch of super chats too. I can't find them now, but I'm sure they're around. But again, thanks everyone. This is the drip, rip and dip. We'll be back soon. And hey, God is great. Peace. That's it, dude. Thanks, man.